Yo, this is Mal. I'm kicking it with my guy. This is Sy Ari, not sorry. Peace and love.
Yeah. Welcome to the Sy Ari, Not Sorry show. Straight in, it's Mr. Unapologetic. It's up and I'ma tell it. You get the moon and remember the sun when I forget it. I'm thugging, I'm reckless, so what if y'all regret it? Check it, because if I said it, it's love inside the message. You know I'm private, I'm vibing, in public I'm connected. A hustle, as soon as my hand touch it, I'ma sell it. They jealous, we getting money, so now the banks is cool with him. Thanks for tuning in, I'm grateful for you and them. Highs with the lows, I survive with the bros. Now I just wanna know if you subscribe to the show. I go.
Who else you gonna find as a host? We got Sy, we got O with the rhymes and the jokes.
Come on.
It's like a double-double in my prime, but at both I have yet to reach the peak of my shine, but I'm close.
I know, we can't wait for the chance to get canceled. Pray on my downfall, your plans get dismantled. They trying me for cardio, I'm riding like a Harley though. And we ain't saying sorry, this the Sy Ari, Not Sorry show. Gang. Yeah, And
We ain't saying sorry, this the Sy Ari, Not Sorry show.
Facts. Yeah.
And we ain't saying sorry, this the Sy Ari, Not Sorry show.
God bless y'all. Yeah. It's the Sy Ari, Not Sorry show. Word. Say that. Muggy. Hell yeah. All right, let's get right to it, man. How you like Atlanta, bro?
I love Atlanta, man.
For real?
Yeah, hell yeah. I wish I could spend more time out here, man. But
I'm saying, why don't you? Because of work?
Work, scheduling, and then, now, like, the older you get, man, if it's not money or vacation involved,
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
I'm not just going nowhere just to hang out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel
Those
like you'll
days
get a
is
bag
over.
out here, though.
I think so. I've had some offers. I've had some business opportunities that I looked at. Me and Rory both looked at being out here a little bit more, but
Word.
it just never happened.
Right. You ever think about getting a spot, maybe?
I thought about that too some years ago. I was looking at some spots out here, but work just gets so it's crazy, man. Like you look at a whole year already just went by, and it's like
flew.
You know what I'm saying? Look up, and then somebody last night was telling me we haven't seen each other in like 2 years, and I was like, what?
Damn,
That shit just felt like 8 months ago.
Yo, no funny shit though. Everybody been talking about this. Y'all notice the years been going by fast. What y'all think that shit is though? Is it like the way like shit been happening? Social media is the way like we kind of like.
I think it's
low
a
attention
mix.
span?
Yeah, I think it's a mix of everything. I think it's I think as you get older, time just kind of because we have like schedules. We have like routines in our lives. We don't look at the date anymore. We look at the days.
Yeah,
we just know Thursday I got to do this,
dates,
Friday I got to do this, Sunday I got to do that.
And
it's
that
never
make time
like
fly.
December 10th and then December 11th. It's like we don't even look at that no more.
And you gotta think about when you're young, like let's say you're like 7.
Right. Yeah.
A year is like a huge percentage of your life. You only been here 7 years.
Right, exactly.
Like when you 30 plus, it's like 1 year. It's like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like our perception changes. And then with social media, everything is just so instant. We're in the moment. We're not thinking long term.
A lot of it is our attention span, bro.
Yeah.
Our attention span is very short now.
I think some shit going on.
They're speeding the shit
No,
up.
like I'm not big on like conspiracy theories and all type of weird shit. I just feel like bro, if there weren't clocks running, I would have thought somebody was speeding the days up. Like no funny shit.
do feel crazy.
And it's like I know people been dying. Death is inevitable.
Yeah.
My nigga, I never seen so many people dying.
Yeah.
Like I'm serious. Like I'm talking about like I know the legends are passing, but it's like no, bro, they're dropping like flies.
Yeah.
Like if there wasn't a clock moving on a day-to-day basis, I'd be like, nah, it's somebody behind this motherfucker speeding the day up.
Yeah,
And
I
speeding
think
up
it's
the
just
age.
we all just getting older, man. So
what it is.
if the legends, if we getting older, what are the legends doing? What are our legends doing? They getting older.
They gotta go type shit.
They was old before we was old.
Al Pacino, any given Sunday, so when you get older, you start losing shit in life. That's
That's a
part of
fact.
life. We entering
That's a
into
fact.
that. We never been in that chapter yet because
Yeah.
we getting
Yeah.
there for the first time. You only get there once.
Yeah.
So it's like we're starting to feel it now. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's starting to affect me. Like, do y'all get any like, not like nervous about it, but like, you ever have a day where you just like, damn, who gonna go next?
I don't think about it like that. I mean, you just kind of know that it's inevitable and it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
What I try to do is I try to enjoy and reach out and connect with people more.
For sure.
Because I'm bad at that, man. I'm terrible at like keeping in touch with people. Not because I don't fuck with nobody, but
Right.
we all just got our own worlds that we created and that
Nah,
we live
facts.
within. And then sometimes, you know, we'll connect, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just, I think it's just part of us just having our own lives and things that we trying to do individually, and you just kind of go to our different corners and things like that. Everybody got families.
Nah, facts.
So I just think that's what it is. But then social media definitely brings us together in under one umbrella.
Yeah.
But and people think that they keeping in touch with you by just commenting on your posts,
sending you 90 reels in your fucking DMs.
You know what I'm saying? A bunch of
Not
memes.
even talking
Like
to you.
I keep in touch with a lot of my peoples that I grew up with through memes now. Like we don't even talk no more. It's like nigga just send me memes and we just start laughing. It's like nigga, I ain't see you in 2 years.
Meme is like a new language now.
Right. Absolutely,
like a new language.
absolutely.
For real?
You could flirt through memes. You could fucking
Sense of motivation
through memes.
Y'all ever come across the memes, like the reels, where it's like, if you're real, send this to Shorty who's like cheeks you want to clap or something.
Yeah.
I be sending it.
Yeah.
I send it to her.
Oh, you let your intrusive thoughts win.
Yeah, they win. I give in. I send
trouble.
it.
Yeah, you gonna get in trouble. See, he gonna be at the podium too. Talking about I apologize.
You know, it's crazy, but then it'd be like the couple that be like, they'll respond in the affirmative. Like,
absolutely.
Like, we could have been did that. And I'm like, we could have?
Yeah.
Well, good.
That's funny though. It's like I feel like the reels kind of like tell you kind of who you is. I get all the toxic reels I get, and I also get like
you the toxic king, nigga.
But I'm noticing
you got a classic project.
Thank you,
Toxic.
Thank you.
Nigga, this nigga acting like why you be so surprised when the toxic shit come your way?
You know what's fucked up?
That's your brand. That's part of your brand.
That's my brand.
You know what's fucked up? When I was first around the first few years, I was like, damn, he's running into some crazy joints.
He like that shit,
but
man.
no. I realized the albums they about him.
Yeah.
But I was late to that. I was always like, oh, he running into some crazy females.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, it's this motherfucker. He throwed the fuck off.
While I'm here, I gotta give Sy flowers. He's one of my favorite artists.
For sure.
That, man.
Like I all of his shit, I don't understand why the masses haven't caught up to Sy yet.
Yeah.
But like when you listen to his music, whether he's rapping, a lot of people like him more when he's singing and he's on his R&B toxic shit.
Right.
I like when he get into both bags, but like,
appreciate that, bro.
I got to give you your flowers, though. You definitely one of my favorite artists. That
appreciate that,
when
yo.
any of your projects drop, I know it's gonna be quality. I know you're gonna be talking your shit. So
appreciate that.
Yeah, you know I fuck with you,
Appreciate
heavy,
you,
bro. Yeah.
You one of the 4 or 5 motherfuckers in the game that I will send some shit a little early.
Yeah,
like I'm about to drop the last Shadow in the Shade. I'm about to end that trilogy real quick.
Okay.
And I didn't go feature heavy like I did on the first one.
Yeah.
But I got a joint. Not a bunch of features, but I got a joint on there. I'm gonna send to you early. Nobody even has it, but I'm gonna send to you and like 2 other people. But it's a joint I got with Benny the Butcher and Sy the Prince on there, which they haven't even collab yet. They ain't even collab yet before.
That's 3 of my favorite niggas right there.
But they both going off crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I made sure with some hip hop shit. We ain't trying to do no fast rap.
You got a joint with. You had a joint with Sy before with Royce, right?
I've been had a joint with. Yeah. But I was just on the hook on that.
Okay.
But me and Sy, we didn't connect it because when Sy was underneath Boo.
Yep.
And I met Boo after that and did some business with him, and then I was underneath them for a little minute too. That's how me and him became bros. Me, him, and Money Man.
Yep.
We was all under the same studio over there on 14th Street. Yeah, we all fam.
Yeah.
So me and Sy, we got probably 4 or 5 records together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But the joint with Royce was another, and then we got another one with me, him, and T.I.
Yep.
Because I wanted to connect that too, because they both from Atlanta. It's like I always try to go, because when I hit Sy, I was like, yo, I got the project. I had a bunch of joints he could have got on, but I'm like, yo, did you do something with Benny yet? He was like, nah. And I was like, we got to do this.
I had connected just out of my own like brain and shit. I like to hear people that I like. I connected Sy and Alchemist.
Oh, where you did that?
Yeah, so I
did they work on his new project coming out?
I don't know if they did, man, because every time I see Al, I'm like, yo, because I connected them through text, because we had sat down with Sy like 2 years ago out here. And then after we recorded, I was like, yo, you ever did anything with Al? He was like, nah. He said, I've been wanting to. I was like, what? So immediately, I put them in a group text together, left it alone. I saw Al in New York a couple, like almost a year later. And I was like, yo, did you and Sy, can he say, yo, we spoke, He was like, yo, but I don't want to just send him a pack. I want to really get in the studio and like build something with him. He was like, yo, I really, I rock with Sy. So I was like, so I text Sy while I was standing. I said, yo, listen, I'm here with Al. He said, yo, you bullshitting, you ain't da. He started laughing. He said, nah, I'm gonna hit him. And that was the last time. I ain't hit him yet, but I got to reach back out, because just from a fan and a consumer, Sy is one of my favorite MCs.
Yeah, that's got to happen.
Alchemist is one of my favorite producers.
Yeah.
So, and Sy, he loves Al, so he was like, he wanted to work. I tried to make the connection happen, but hopefully they did do something, because those are 2 of my favorites.
Damn.
Yeah, there's something about, and I wonder if it's his time with like good music and the role he was playing over there, but it's like, as a lead of an MC as Sy is, he doesn't get you never really saw him merge into that community of quote unquote underground and work with like a lot of those guys that are just repeating faces that we see in the underground, the Alchemists, the V-Dons, maybe even in the past few years with a Craven.
I haven't seen him.
But he's always been snapping, and we've always seen him snapping on shit.
Yeah.
But that demographic that typically works with the Boldies and the Griseldas and the Ransoms and the Mock
I think it's a reach out thing, bro. It's like him doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like they both would work, but it's like you got that industry. It's, bro,
I never realized so many people did not know each other and had no connection to each other.
That shit's real,
Like, I would have thought Saha had been connected with Al.
You just think a motherfucker's ill. Why hasn't this happened?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Because of, you gotta think, once you have the accolades and you kind of, the industry is already kind of perceived as weird to you. And like Saha, cool nigga, he been outside before, but I don't know if Saha was ever that like super networky like the way we like I'm showing you how I had to do. Like I had to really get it popping in Atlanta. I'm not from Atlanta, bro. I'm from the Bronx.
Right.
So it's like the way amount of people know me out here like that, like from shaking so many hands, that comes from reps of being outside. Saha ain't really had to do that.
Yeah.
When he was doing this thing, like, you know what I'm saying, he came up through the Greg Street, like him and Greg Street was doing mixtapes.
Yeah.
Then he got introduced to Kanye, so like that kind of skipped the Atlanta. So like a lot of people in Atlanta wasn't playing Saha in the club.
That's Kanye's secret weapon right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think shit like that, bro, like that needs to happen where like you'll hit me like, yo, DM West or you know what I'm saying? You'll tell me and I'll do it though. Yeah. I don't know if Saha
he not like that.
He not doing that.
He rather do it organically, meet, you know what I'm saying, and have that connection. Like, and I'm from that too though.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that people like, yo, you don't know, and I'm like, I don't know him, never met him. And they be like, yo, I would have thought y'all been. I'm like, bro, I'm not DMing nobody. Like, it's not off that's our first exchange. Right. I don't really like to do the DM thing. I'd rather be in the same room and be like, oh, I heard a lot about you, and then we build from there.
Yeah, for sure. Damn, Saha got an album coming out though. He been telling me he going for like 6 months.
He been telling me that shit for a year and a half.
No funny shit. Last year he was like, yo, I'm about to finish up the album. I need you to come put your ear to it.
Yeah.
I was like, bet, let me know. Still ain't let you know. He came back and was like, yo,
a year later.
I'm about to say these vocals, but yo, I still need you to come check out the album. I'm like, bro, it been there. I'm like, you should be on the sequel by now.
Yeah, but I don't. He's one of the ones that I don't mind because I know when he finally do decide to drop it,
I think he's gonna have a good moment. The next moment coming up.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
I'm thinking he's gonna have a different moment
because it's a void. Yeah. As far as like real dope MCs and songwriters and song makers, like it's a whole lane. I think that is available right now for guys like yourself and Saha. That's just people are just either they don't know, but then when they do hear it, they're like, oh shit, like this is fire. Let me go back and check all their old shit.
Right.
So I'm just patiently waiting as a consumer, man. I still love this shit, man.
I think that might be the change too, though. That it needs to go from him just doing hip hop and the whole good music shit to him like, oh, he's outsourcing. Yeah. Or he got fucking Benny and Alchemist on something. Or he is over here. And he
teased us with the story of EGOT and all of that. Like he teased us with some joints.
Is that still happening? Is that the album?
Yeah.
It might be.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But I just want to see him go into that realm of things where it's like, nah, I'm really venturing out. I'm not just me. We already seen that. Like, give us that shit that he tried to add. I'm going to segue into this because we already kind of in that moment. So before we get into all the heavy shit I want to talk to you about, so Future came out and made a comment about what's all this big three shit. I know I'm one of the big three. I want to really break that down. First of all, my first question is: Do y'all think Future should be in the big three?
No. What big three? The big three rappers, big three artists, big three.
I like that you said that. Mm-hmm. I'm talking. Let's discuss the big three that they're saying as far as what. Kendrick, Cole, Drake, right? Mm-hmm. We know why and who they talking about when it come to like the big three of this generation. Who could be the next GOAT? Mm-hmm. Like the GOAT. Mm-hmm. Do you believe that he should be in that three?
Next to Cole, Kendrick, and Drake?
Not even next to. Maybe sub one of them out.
No. Nah, because Future's not really a rapper to me. Right. He's more of an artist. Gotcha. It's like melodic performance type of thing.
Gotcha. And that big three doesn't. You got to check way more boxes to be in that, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't even know if there's a big three in that. It might just be him.
As far as, Drake does a lot of melodic rap as well.
Right, but his inception to me is like hip hop, like with Comeback Season and the foundation and everything.
That's what I'm saying. Future is not, I don't really look at Future as a rap. Like we talked about one time, we were saying who raps better, Future or Meek, and I was looking at everybody like,
I hated that fucking take.
I hated this too.
I'm like Future. I'm like Meek is. We watched Meek like we just talking about rap.
I was on the wrong side of this conversation. By the way, I was.
You thought Future's a better rapper than Meek?
Well,
he said
my argument was because they don't do the same thing, we can't just limit it to the one thing Meek does and not what Future does. And I think Future's better at what Future does than what Meek is at what Meek does.
But the question wasn't artist; it was rap.
It's rap. So I'm just talking about rap.
So I like when he says rap. If it's just rap for me real quick.
But that's almost like does fucking Mike Tyson fight better than fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger? It's like
I don't think it's a fight.
It's not even a fair like. It's like.
Nah, because I mean,
because one sings and one raps, but you're asking who raps better and one doesn't rap.
I mean,
so
you still can make a choice. If you say Future, you say Future. I think it's Meek.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, all of this shit is subjective. But if we just talking about my bad, bro. If we talking about just rapping,
Meek.
Yeah, it's Meek. But so that's why I don't look at Future as just a rapper. Like it's like Future is a dope artist.
Right.
He makes some of the dopest songs that we've had in the last however many years.
Right. Correct.
His pen is dangerous.
Agreed.
He could write R&B.
It's not to discredit him by saying he doesn't belong.
Listen.
So my question, Maul, is if there was a category for the big three that he would fit in, who would be in that big three? Because mine would be Future, Drake, Travis Scott.
Okay,
that's my opinion.
I'm not mad
in
at
that big three that I think he thinks he belongs in. It's not in the MC like could be like the next Jay-Z, Nas. I'm not putting him there ever.
No.
But if I was to say like that like ex artist and like influential, and like the impact he's had on other artists and like the sound of shit,
he's checked those boxes.
I'm going Drake, Future, and Travis Scott.
Yeah,
by far to me. I mean, what you think in that category?
I'm not mad at that.
Who the three?
I like that three right there. Drake, Travis, and Future. I like that three right there. Absolutely.
What you think? What you think?
I'm cool with it. I feel like the people lose their shit by like whether like Thug doesn't get put in there or like Uzi doesn't get put in there.
Because I put them on the
and
Future.
It's also like, should we, since Drake, see, to me, the big three originally was because, Drake comes out and that like as the internet era kicks off, right? Like Drake cements himself. And then it was like simultaneously we get Cole ascends, and then around that time Wale and Sean was, but it wasn't like they didn't cement at that level. You know what I'm saying? Then Kendrick comes and he does, and there was a lot of debates. Like people weren't debating about who was better, Wale or the debate. You'd have this demographic being like Kendrick's the best rapper.
Right.
This demographic would say Cole, and this demographic would say Drake.
Right.
So flipping that to the melodic stage, I'm cool with putting Drake in both categories because he excels at such a high level in both. But I could see the people maybe feeling like, damn, y'all got.
I mean, that's Drake's superpower. He can give us an R&B record. He can give us, and then he'll give us, 8 a.m. in Charlotte. On the conductor beat, on the soul flip.
Let's not forget.
That's to me, that's his superpower. It's like this is the same artist. Like it's insane. You know what I mean? But I like Future in that three with Travis, Drake, and Future. I like that three right there.
And not for nothing, Future's been so dominant at what he does. I feel like he don't got to worry about those combos.
We thought he wasn't. Till he said something the other day.
Like, you know what I'm
Till
saying?
He said the other day, it was like, I thought that this nigga on my song talking about the big three. I'm like, what happened to me? He said it. I would have never brung that up and said, why not Future?
That's bullshit.
Yeah,
I think that's bullshit.
Body was high though.
I think that's all bullshit. Like Future knew exactly what was happening.
He knew what was going on.
Yeah, Metro knew what was happening.
I think
I know Metro knew.
They all knew. They in the studio together.
This is post him retweeting that things should be squashed, and I think it's his way of being like oblivious. So like, I didn't know what.
I don't mind it though, man. Squash that shit, bro.
No, I'm not mad at squashing it because at the end of the day, it was a dope moment. I just think that Future never and even Drake spoke about it. Me and Pluto never really been through it. So that we know that there's room there to mend that. I think with other people in that moment, I think it's the relationship is severed forever. But I think Future is one of those people where him and Drake will work together again for sure.
Right. Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think that anything Future said. Now, if you let somebody shoot at me and you driving the car, I got an issue with you too. That's just me.
Yeah.
But it ain't that deep.
It ain't
you know
that
what I'm saying? But
it's
because it's rap, man.
Right.
Kendrick threw shots. I'm not mad at it. It's healthy. It's competitive. It's part of what I was raised on in the hip hop and rap. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at it. I just think somewhere in it, certain things was said as men, where it's kind of like, yo, that's a little. we sparring, fam, but that's a little too.
Yeah, a little below the belt.
You can't call me that.
Yeah.
Like we could play with a lot of things.
Some of the lines get crossed, right?
We don't throw that word around and just play with that word like that. That to me, I think that is the only thing that Drake is probably like. I get it, it's competitive, but
chill.
Don't play with that word. That's a word. We see what happens to those type of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, so I want to get into this. So I feel like there's like a thin line. And we all can kind of deal with this because of the internet. It's like, first of all, we all have our GOATs, right?
Yeah.
Like, give me your greatest artist, rapper of all time.
My greatest rapper?
Your favorite rapper of all time. Jay-Z? Mm-hmm. Okay, mine is Jay-Z. Yours?
I got Hov #1.
Okay, so I'm going to ask y'all this. How many songs or projects has Jay-Z dropped where you was like, I'm not really, this shit is kind of mid. I'm not feeling it?
It's a couple.
It's a couple, right?
Yeah, it's a couple. I mean, I'm one of those people. I don't want to like everything that nobody does.
Right.
I don't agree with everything that anybody says. Like I want to me and some of my best friends argue all the time. We don't agree on a lot.
Right.
But it's a certain line that's never crossed.
Correct.
The respect is always in play.
Right.
I could not agree with you.
Right.
Like if we outside right now and you do something and we got to pop off or something happen, I'm gonna pop off with you. But when we get back, I'm gonna be like, yo, you was wrong for that.
Right. That's cold.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't want to agree and like everything that everybody does.
And who the fuck shoots 100%?
Yeah,
right,
like you know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
I don't want to like everything that everybody says or everybody does.
But see, my problem all is in this, and we don't give a fuck. We gonna pop our shit regardless.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, why every time we say something about something or someone on the internet, because we're gonna say what we want, like right, we got platform, right? So it's like, why is it always misconstrued as hating? Well, like, why does my...
That's just the easy way out for people. Yeah. People like to throw, oh, you hating, and it's like, I'm hating because that didn't connect with me the same way it connected with you. Right. So like if we go to a restaurant, I'll be like, y'all don't like this food. You gonna call me a hater?
Right.
I didn't think that steak was fire. I thought that was trash. I thought the potatoes was weak. I'm not hating on the chef. Like I'm not in the kitchen like, yo, don't ever do that again. I'm just like, yo, I ain't really like that. I'm not going. So next time I come here, I know not to order that.
Right.
I'm gonna try something else. It's not hating. It's just like, yo, that didn't connect with me. My taste level, my palate is at a certain level. I've seen the greats. I've heard the greats. I know when it's classic material in play. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and again, it's all subjective. And I think people lose sight of that. All of this is, I can't tell you what to like. I can't tell you what bar resonates with you more versus me. It's like, okay, that connected with you, cool. But here's why it didn't connect with me. Okay. I just expect more from this artist. I've heard them say better, slicker shit than that.
Right.
I've heard them put together better songs than that.
Right.
This felt a little lazy. It felt a little rushed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like at the end of the day, we all human. So this artist may be in a space right now where they really don't feel like creating. Because we never think about that.
Okay.
They don't feel like creating. It's not they're not motivated. It's like, I've been doing this for 15 years.
And that's okay.
That's fine.
And
but
when you that
it's
high,
not hate.
You can still be criticized.
Absolutely.
You can still be criticized. Like you can't.
Anytime you put something in the consumer space, in the consumer market, you leave it open for objectivity, for people to say, yo, I wasn't really feeling that. You put that out into the consumer market.
Right.
When I purchase it and I consume it, it's like, nah, I ain't really. You can't tell me, yo, you got to download this and like it.
Right.
What is that? Like, you know what I mean? What you mean I gotta like it?
Yeah.
It was cool. It's a couple joints on there I rock with, but overall, I'm not gonna really go back to it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I might go back to certain songs, create my own playlist.
Right.
But I'm not gonna go back to the whole album. And I think that's fine. I think people just get, as you know yourself, artists can be, a little, too hard on critics and get upset and take themselves too seriously. For
sure.
It's like, bro, we all just consume it. All of us are consumers. Even if you're a creator, you consume.
Nah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? Like we all know that when we consume something and it just wasn't good, then that's fine.
Right. So both of y'all get this a lot on the Kendrick shit. Because y'all have chosen Drake in a lot of conversations. But I'm saying, like, do y'all feel like y'all gotta respond to like the breakdown of do y'all like some of the Kendrick shit? Like, do you fuck with some of the Kendrick shit?
Like new shit or like in totality?
During the back and forth.
The new album, not even just the beef, in its totality. Like what are the things you feel like he does do better than Cole and Drake, or some of the things you feel like he doesn't that they're gassing?
Kendrick is a phenomenal artist. He makes great albums.
Right.
He's it's a whole thing with Kendrick. The artwork, the sequencing, everything is like, he
very
puts
conceptual.
together. Yeah, he's like a playwright. You know what I'm saying? Everything is like if you're going to a play and you're watching the whole thing progress, character development throughout the thing. He's a phenomenal artist. And that's why that moment was as big as it was, because you were talking about two incredible artists who are both obviously in their primes. It was bound to happen. I think eventually you're going to collect Jay and Nas. We got the Beans and Kiss. We got it happens. We have these moments sometimes where it just happens. Yeah. This just happens to be two of the biggest artists that we have having this moment. Yeah. But I think, you know, Kendrick cemented as one of the greats. You can't take nothing away from him. I just think that in that moment, I loved the way he stepped on the Drake record. Yeah. But I think once you get away from that and just listen to the bars and the music, me personally, I felt like Drake rapped better on the Family Matters joints.
He did.
Agreed.
I wish he would have dropped them, you know, individually, because it's technically 3 songs.
Right.
So I wish he would have dropped them. But then that's just me. Right. You know, after the fact, just looking at, damn, if you would have broke those up into 3 different missiles, you know what I'm saying? But just getting back to that, I don't care. I don't remember when Nas dropped Ether.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't remember, like, yo, when he dropped that, like, as soon as Jay said something, I don't. So the strategy, Kendrick, that strategy was amazing. It was great. But now, when I'm just listening to the music, away from the battle, just listening to the music, like acting like it has nothing to do with each other. Yeah. I just think Family Matters, you know, it's better rapping, it's better music.
He did,
better flows. Yeah, I just think that's all it, and that's all. You know, but with me, people, because they perceive me and Drake to be best friends or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they think that anything I say is like, oh, that's your man, you gonna say, and it's like, okay, even if I did not know this dude, I would still be saying what I'm saying.
Right, you would have had the same opinion.
I would have had the same opinion. So, you know, I like take that away from it. I'm just listening to, and again, this is just my taste level on what I'm listening for and what I'm listening to. I thought it was phenomenal on both sides, but I got to go with Family Matters and Heart Part 6. Drake's Heart Part 6.
Drake's Heart Part 6. Is the better? Which one is the better Heart Part 6?
Oh, that's tough. I can't. You can't. I don't think you can compare the both.
It's not tough.
You think Drake's is better?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
I think the beat better. I think the rapping's better.
I can't speak too heavy on it, like honestly, because I've only listened to the new album twice.
Okay. But I'm saying, but did you let the Heart Part 6 roll all the way through?
Kendrick's?
Both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah. I listened to it. I listen. Like, people don't, you know, people lose sight of the fact that before all of this happened, you know, I gave Kendrick so much praise. I went to the Mr. Morale show and I was like, yo, he's the only box that Kendrick probably had left to check for me was live performance. And I think with the Mr. Morale tour, when I went to that show, I was like, oh, he
got it.
He's elevated now. Like, now he checks all the boxes now, which is why I'm not surprised he got the halftime show. Right. It's because he's a great live performer. He's
elite on stage.
So, you know, but people lose sight of it. They think I just hate Kendrick because I was like, oh, I didn't like that. Right. And it's like, yo, y'all just whatever.
I fucking hate that. I'm glad you used that phrase, check boxes, because I want to do this boxes check thing. And I'm a graph it later when we get to edit and everything. And I want us all to answer these questions all the way down. Because I think when we discuss Big Three, everyone picks their favorite artist and just stays there. Yeah. But if I ask them, they don't. I can't ask a lot of people because they don't know about these boxes. They haven't really looked or understood that this is what makes somebody great to be able to be considered the top, like what Jay and Nas and them have checked these boxes to be at this criteria. Yeah. So y'all answer this. This is for the Big Three niggas, and we know we're talking about Drake, Cole, Kendrick, right?
We got to have a conversation about Cole, though.
Oh, no, we want to get into Cole, too, right. for sure. Right. But you said the check box, so I want to get into this before we get deep into Cole. Pause. That was crazy. All right, so I'm going to go through each one, and I'm going to mark everybody joint down. Okay, who makes the best body of work?
I don't like what you're doing already.
My pick on that is I'm going Kendrick.
You're basing it off one thing, though.
I got a bunch of, just answer it as I ask you. I got Kendrick on the bodies of work. He makes the best bodies of work as far as like an album and conceptual, you know.
The only thing I'm not mad at that. My only knock on Drake's albums has been sometimes it's too many songs.
Facts. No, so
I think if you cut the fat a little bit,
no, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? He take four songs off of this joint, 4 songs.
Yeah. Don't break down each one. Just give me like who out of them 3 names. Just give me y'all names. Without no explanation behind it.
Okay. Kendrick.
Okay.
I'll go Kendrick.
Go Kendrick with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Who makes the best songs?
Drake.
I want to go Drake. Okay. who raps the best? Just rap, not chorus. Who raps? Who's the best rapper?
Cole.
I'm gonna go right now, and this wasn't always my pick, but I'm gonna go. J. Cole is the best rapper, skill wise,
technical level. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
It's tough, man, because I'm thinking if I take all of Drake's rap, like let's just say all his timestamp records,
Okay.
where he's just rapping. It's hard for any other MC to stand in front of that.
I'm not mad. I'm not. It's not a landslide, by the way.
No, I know
Don't take this the wrong way.
And it's
not a
hard for me
landslide,
not to take into account what like Cole not wanting to battle. Like,
Yeah.
Nah. Don't put that in there. Don't put that in there.
how can I not?
Oh, okay. No, you can.
You can. It's just that.
But just go off the rap test right now.
Yeah.
Just rap. Like same thing with Meek. Meek been wildin'.
Yeah.
But if we just talking rap, don't like R. Kelly got great music. Let's not
Yeah.
think about what he did at the studio with the 14-year-old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just just think right now. And if Drake is your pick, bro, I have no quarrel with that.
No, I'm just trying to, because Cole is a phenomenal rapper, man.
Yeah.
Man.
I love that I'm doing this to y'all.
Yeah, it's just like damn, man. It's like somebody that don't want to play in the finals. Like,
we doing a box check.
how can
though.
I say you play better than this other guy? Like, yeah, I'm gonna go Drake, man. Better rapper.
I ain't mad at that. Okay. Who has the most substance?
I don't like this either.
The most substance. Kendrick got a lot of substance in his material, as does Cole.
Which substance for the people was, to me, is basically substance. To me is you have a mixture of I actually live this, I've done this, and I'm also either putting y'all on game, or it's about the culture, or it's about a story that I actually, you know what I mean, went through. I want to get here.
The substance to me is talking about anything real, essentially.
There we go. There we
You know
go.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, way to break it down. Yeah.
But I feel like people will hear Drake and question that, even though I feel like he's given us his story so many times. It was just a story they didn't like.
Yeah, pick what you pick.
It's tough, and it's tough too because Drake is such a big artist. Like, you almost can't be as like, they would kill Drake if he gave us a bunch of substance and vulnerability right now.
Of course he would. Of course.
They would kill him. Like, they don't want. He's essentially Michael Jackson. So it's like nobody want to hear Mike sing about what happened in Gary, Indiana, when he was growing up with his brothers. Now,
Yeah.
you know, now that he's this global icon,
You better hit that fucking moonwalk.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. You got to give
Let
us
alone
the jams.
his Gary is Canada, so
You know
that
what
makes
I'm
it even
saying?
worse.
So yeah, so it's like, I probably got to go with Cole on that.
Go Cole on that?
Yeah.
Okay. This is not easy. This is not an easy
No,
answer
it's
either.
not,
brother.
because
It's not.
I'm glad you said that, because I am sitting here. I'm like, what separates the substance of Cole and Kendrick? Because Kendrick's sound was a little bit more radical and experimental while doing it, but it's like they talked about a lot of similar things. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I mean, it could be something that resonate more with you, bro. I have nothing.
No. I know. I'm just.
Yeah, you don't gotta convince
I'm
me
just
of it,
thinking
yeah.
out loud. I'm kind of
Yeah.
like,
Kendrick got a lot of fucking substance.
he
though.
do.
My pick is Kendrick.
Yeah, he got
And it's very close between him and Cole.
Yeah.
As
That's why
far
I said what I just said, because I'm like,
But I just think he's done a lot more with his album, with explaining who and what he was and is from his area to the culture, to really breaking down Cali.
Yeah,
From his,
I'm not mad at that.
From his point of view.
Yeah.
I don't even think Cole got that deep yet. And
Yeah.
so even though he's giving me a lot.
I mean, Forest Hills Drive, he gave us.
Yeah,
No, I
but
think-
he didn't go
I
as
think-
deep as
I think-
Kendrick did
yeah.
with like
I
the
think-
skits and like hearing old people talking from his like, bro, that shit is insane to me.
I think the difference is that Cole erred on the side of being introspective to his personal individual journey, whereas Kendrick's was more speaking to the culture and the black community as a whole, with a little bit more broader aim, kind of identity-wise.
Cole gave us a lot of substance on Dial in the Dream.
I'm not discrediting. I'm not even discrediting Drake's.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Drake got a lot of his own stuff.
for sure,
Whether
for
it
sure.
hits the hood
For
and
sure.
barbershop, he got that shit too. I'm not saying nobody got substance.
Yeah.
I just picked Kendrick.
I don't think there's no wrong answers.
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
These are three phenomenal.
I'm just trying to do this box
I'm
check.
cool with saying Kendrick. I'm cool with saying
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
And who'd you go with?
I went with Cole.
You want Cole? All right, and I'm not mad. Okay. All right, here we go. Who would you rather have on a chorus or hook?
Come on.
Drake.
What are we doing?
All right, nigga, it's a box though.
I know. I'm not mad at it. I'm
Don't
just
fucking curse me out because it's a simple box.
Rhetorical.
Bitch, nigga.
Rhetorical. You know what I'm saying?
Rhetorical box? Yeah. All right, whatever. All right, whenever these artists collabed, who won more of the head-to-heads? Let's not act like this ain't a box, because it is. It's a very undiscussed box, though. Who won the head-to-heads, meaning when they did collab, who was like, oh, this nigga killed him on this, or he edged this?
How many joints do with Drake and Kendrick got Poetic Justice?
And
it's not a lot,
and they're on fucking problems together.
I'm going.
I don't know. This don't really count, but Kendrick's on Buried Alive, which comes right after Marvin's Room. It's not really a bar thing.
I probably won't count that.
No.
But I got Drake's verse on Poetic Justice.
Sure, I got Drake's verse on fucking Problems as well.
And then Drake.
I got Drake on Jodeci Freestyle as well.
Drake and Cole got Jodeci, and
I got Drake on Jodeci because Cole's bullshitting on that a little bit.
I found it funny that people felt like Cole out-rapped Drake on First Person Shooter.
Or it's slight edge.
When that beat changed,
it was a great marriage.
Drake go back in.
Nah, Drake started spazzing again. It was very close. There was a moment where Cole did something that was elite lyricism. You know what I'm talking about? Where he started rhyming too much shit. Mm-hmm. It was crazy. I don't think Drake had that moment, but Drake did do his thing though.
Yeah, I think Drake probably performed better on that record.
I'll take that.
I edge Cole on First Person Shooter, but I feel like it's a wash on Evil Ways or whatever that song's called.
Oh yeah, Drake went crazy on Evil Ways.
Drake killed Cole on Evil Ways?
I think so.
Damn,
I thought they just both executed. I thought it was, but I thought it wasn't even close on Jodeci. Drake.
Yeah, Drake
it wasn't
Drake.
even.
So who y'all going with?
As far as who got who?
Who on the head-to-heads?
I got Drake.
Yeah.
Drake on the head-to-heads? Yeah.
So.
Drake.
Drake, I think his verse on Poetic Justice was better than Kendrick.
Yeah, super elite.
And then I think his verse on Jodeci and Evil Ways.
See straight through him like
First Person Shooter.
I'm
not mad if somebody take Cole on First Person Shooter, but then we still got Evil Ways and Jodeci. So.
It's debatable. I'm glad we did that. Yeah, I got Drake on that too. All right, so that matters. All right, here we go. Almost there. Who y'all think has the biggest impact?
The biggest impact? Drake.
I'm going Drake.
Yeah.
That was easy. Okay, rhetorical box. Fuck you. Who would you rather hear on a feature though? I don't really like this box.
Who would I rather hear on a feature?
Yeah, just like a feature, like when they feature with other artists, they always go crazy.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Drake gave too many people they only number ones, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So we can go that route. Okay.
And also like Cole just started leaving his own sandbox in the past few years. He was known as the platinum with no features. I'm not collabing. It's been as of late where like the Benny shit was fire, the Yachty shit was fire, the London with Travis Scott and Thug was fire. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going Cole right now.
To Maul's point,
he right. Yeah.
Bruh, they've been recruiting Drake since he stepped off the porch.
He's high volume. He's high volume.
Yeah.
It's too many number ones.
Yeah.
Too many of y'all only number ones is with me. Like,
I got y'all.
So when you say features, like
I'm going Drake, but I have loved Cole these past 2 years being outside and actually collaborating. I've loved that.
Now the feature is also subjective. Like
for sure.
What type of song is it? This, that, and third. But if you sit in the executive chair and they like, yo, listen, Cole or who you want to feature from, Cole or Drake? I think every artist is gonna be like, yo, give me that Drake.
Yeah, give me that Drake joint. Yeah. Okay. All right, Drake. I'm still thinking Cole. Whatever y'all talking about. All right. Okay. Who performs the best? Live performance on
Kendrick
stage.
Lamar. Kendrick.
Yeah, Kendrick's live show is
Kendrick
like I said, that missed the
Kendrick's
morale.
the best performer of our time to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Kendrick. Yeah.
Kendrick's the best performer
of the past like 10,
not
15
Chris
years.
Brown, my nigga. Rapping.
Yeah, but
I'm saying rap.
Okay.
Just hip hop rap.
Okay.
Of the past 10, 15 years.
You gonna go Travis Scott?
Travis is not.
He's just energy.
Rap. Yeah, it's not really rap. Like
I love Trav though.
Rappers. Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Kendrick. Kendrick, like I said, that Mr. Morale show was amazing to me.
Fire. Okay. Who has the most range? Yeah,
Drake.
It's a box.
I'm not mad at you.
All right, here we go. Who has the most classic projects? Not albums, not mixtapes, projects, both.
I think this is obviously between Drake and Kendrick.
Can I say something real quick?
Classic.
I agree too, but
do y'all notice how like, and I don't know how you feel about this, but like, have y'all seen the shit that they try to do on the internet where they act like Drake don't have a classic project or like he don't have a classic
that's
album?
dumb. Some idiot created
But they
that.
be trying to do that shit. But everything Kendrick do, they act like every single thing is a classic. But it's like with Drake, they try to act like
People already saying this last album is better than Mr. Morale, and I'm like,
whatever.
I'm like, it just came out not even 12 hours
But
ago.
there is a popular belief out there that Drake doesn't have a classic album.
Yeah,
or
stop
whatever,
it.
Yeah,
which has always been insane to me.
I think for me, the classic changes. I used to say Take Care.
Yeah, I gotta take care.
But now I'm leaning more towards either Nothing Was the Same or
that
Views. Too. Views to me,
I ain't mad at either one of them.
yo, do y'all realize
This was a
that
classic moment to me.
he has on Views, he has a song with Rihanna that's like an album cut. Like any other artist, that would be their best song ever.
Number one song.
And it's just like an album cut that he has
And
on
that's
Views.
how great. That's a great fucking assessment, bro.
For any other artist, that would be one of their best songs
It's gonna be
ever.
the biggest, best song, biggest and best song.
And
For-
he
for
got
him,
that
it's a
on
filler.
Views as just,
for him, it's a filler.
yo, me and Reed did this joint.
Right. And that's
I'm
how.
like,
And that's how big.
What's the
Drake
name?
is.
I'm terrible with titles of songs, so I gotta look
And
the
that type
name
of shit
up.
has to be pointed out though.
Yeah.
But I got an album filler with Rihanna. What about you?
Just a filler, like it's
'cause
like
his classics to me are Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, and So Far Gone.
Oh yeah, okay, you can't. Oh yeah,
too good.
Oh yeah, too good. Yeah,
Facts.
That's just on the album, like
Yeah,
a cut. Like
Yeah.
that joint is a little joint we did.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that, I'm like, yo, this dude is crazy. How you
Yeah.
just have that just? But that again, that speaks to. I wish Drake sometimes would just cut some of trim it down,
Right.
and then we get a more concise. Like,
Yeah. Which is why Kendrick is more elite than him at that.
you know
at
what I'm
this
saying? Because I
moment,
think Kendrick
'cause he
does
hasn't
that. I think
tried to.
Kendrick
Yeah,
say, yo,
for sure.
let's cut
Yeah.
this, let's cut that, let's cut that, and just
Yeah.
give him this right here.
Nah, for sure.
If we go total projects, to me, it might be a wash when you start factoring in like Overly Dedicated. You got To Pimp a Butterfly.
No, but
Yeah.
those all count.
You've
Those all
got
count.
Good Kid, Mad City. Section 80 is not a classic to me, but fire.
You don't think it's a classic?
Section 80?
It's a classic.
I would take Overly Dedicated over. I was more of an Overly
Okay,
Dedicated
yeah.
person.
So both classics though to
than
me.
I was.
I think Section 80 is a classic,
Yeah,
just
it's
for
a
what it
classic.
did. Like,
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. It's insane.
I think
What
it's
did
a
it
classic.
do? I'm not saying it didn't do it. I'm just asking.
I just think that for
it-
somebody to
yeah.
like an artist like Kendrick, for that to be like a mixtape that they did,
Yeah.
I don't think any other artist on his level has ever put out a mixtape that was like that stood the test of time
Right.
as
Section
Section
80
80.
is that Ignorance is Bliss and all that?
No. Ignorance is Bliss is overly dedicated.
Yeah,
But
Overly Dedicated.
Section 80 is what got him the double XL shit, and then he
turned everybody's head with that.
Yeah, that moment had like Dre, Snoop, and Game come out on stage at his concert
Yeah.
for Section 80.
House of Blues,
And was
yeah.
like, bro, you got it. Like,
Yeah.
you the king.
You
like,
the
bro,
king of
what?
the West, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's before Good Kid, Mad City came out.
No,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, you got to put that in the context. Like, that shit was that special.
Yeah. No, I love Section 80.
Very,
I
very
love- I
good.
love
Not far
Section
from
80.
overly dedicated. If a nigga pick overly dedicated, I'm not mad. There's some shit on there, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what got me on the Kendrick when he was on the Indie Side of Live mixtapes. I was listening to that because a bitch from Cali put me onto it. I didn't hear that nigga nowhere in no cars, but I was like, whoever this little nigga is, he gets it.
Yeah.
He knows how to do a body of work. And I
Yeah.
thought Ab Soul was nice too.
Yeah.
Ab Soul was on there spazzing when you could kind of tell Kendrick was still bowing to Ab a
Yeah.
little bit. Like,
Yeah, of
I want to
course.
get here type of shit.
Yeah.
But he passed him.
He spoke about that on the new album, I think. You
No,
know what
I
I'm saying?
peeped that, but see, I appreciate him doing that because I'm like, he let Ab rap a lot on that album.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell he loved Ab.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but you could see like the growth of like the projects and shit.
Yeah.
Because when
Yeah.
Ab's project came out, I was like, oh yeah, this kid is passing him. He gets this, even though Ab probably still raps a little bit better.
Yeah.
He gets this over him.
Kendrick
by a
just
landslide.
experiments with more sounds and more like, different flows and things like
And got
that.
a better marriage with Ali, I think. I think
Yeah.
when him and Ali was cooking,
Yeah.
I felt like I knew Ali.
Yeah.
When Ab was rapping, I'm like, this nigga just nice.
Yeah.
When
You know
Drake,
what I'm saying?
Ab is crazy.
when
Ab
Drake
Soul's
became
crazy.
a planet, it was like he broadened a little more in the sense of it wasn't just him and 40 working exclusively in Toronto. He kind of opened up
Yeah.
the gates sonically. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right. So who did y'all pick on most classic projects? 'Cause Y'all
I'm cool
got
with
personal
Dot.
with it.
I'm cool with Dot.
Oh, word? You going to Dot with it?
I'll go Dot. I'm cool with
It's
Dot.
not that easy though, but it's just
not.
tough.
Yes.
I'm gonna go Drake.
So Far Gone, Section 80, two classics to me. Take Care, Views, Nothing Was the Same. Whichever day you feel.
Can we count
Damn.
Drake's mixtape?
So Far Gone?
It's bodies.
I mean,
of work.
we're counting overly.
I'm saying you named that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hell
Okay.
yeah, so
All right.
we gotta count that.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
I'm saying we're counting overly dedicated, or no, we're not.
Yeah,
counting that.
we are.
Oh, okay.
All that shit count, bro.
Okay.
Projects.
Yeah,
These
so
are
far
projects.
Yeah,
I'm going Drake on the better projects.
Yeah, I think I got to go Drake.
Even though we did say Kendrick is better than Bodies of.
Now I feel gay and wish I would have said Drake, but it's
We fucked up. But no. I'm gonna add this all together and we'll kind of see what the people think.
Yeah.
But I did that because when we get to just making these quick selections, a lot of it is bias. A lot of it is I was a fan of him, so I'm sticking with him no matter what he does.
Yeah.
The box checking shit is so important, which I think you gotta. If you're not taking your time, like what you said, give me a minute on the album. I need to really let it digest. You know, this song, what was just blended into this song, played after this song. Bro, give it a minute and look at the box checking. Like you gotta really, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really go down and list.
I think people just be so quick to react these days.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yo, you can't really give an honest opinion on a body of work that it took somebody months, if not years, to make.
Yeah.
Within 2 hours. Like,
2 hours. In 2 hours, you spitting it back at him like, yeah, this is what I took from it.
Yeah, it's like, even if it's terrible, like you gotta still give it some time to, you know, to live with it. But I understand the optics right now. Everybody, you know, Kendrick dropped the album out of nowhere and everybody online was just such in a rush to react to it. But
because you want to be the first to say something about it.
Yeah, and my phone started going, niggas, I thought I dropped the album. The way niggas started calling me, I'm like, yo, bro, I didn't even listen to it. I'm in the shower.
Yeah, but,
you know
but you got that impact. The impact, because sometimes if you notice more, because I deal with this a lot, and I know you do because y'all platform been going and been waving. It's like when the Kendrick and Cole shit hit, they reminded me that I have a job. It was like when it came out, I'm talking to my mans in the chat, but everybody was online like, Sy, like they was on Kendrick post, not the whole world, but I had a good 100, 200 fans that was like, yo, say something. I was like, damn, my nigga, give me a minute. I don't even know what happened. I'm with my daughter.
Right, I ain't hear nothing yet.
But that's what it is, Maul. It's like, no, niggas, when that shit going on, niggas looking for you to say something. Bro, I do it to your page. I go to y'all shit like, let me see what my nigga Maul on, man. I want to be on some fuck shit today. And sometimes you motivate me. I'm like, bro, I'm about to go unhinged, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, fuck it. Maul letting his shit. Because niggas ain't doing that. They playing that both sides. No, bro, just say how you feel. Because I like, even when you're passionate on one side, it's not distasteful and disrespectful.
I'm never
It's just, this is my opinion. Fuck it. Fuck if you don't like it. This is what you wanted a few niggas online doing that, Mo. You need your flowers for that.
Thank you.
It looked like rants. It looked like you unhinged, but we need more niggas like you doing that.
And it's like, you know what it is too? It's not, because I was, you know, talking to somebody and I was trying to explain to them, whenever you see me getting, you know, riled up and loud, it's not towards the artist.
Every episode.
Yeah, but it's not toward the artist. It's my people's in the room. I'm getting mad at them. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Because I'm feeling like it's 3 against 1 sometimes. And I'm like, dog, am I not going crazy in here? And I know it's an age difference between us. I'm the oldest in the room.
Oh, you is?
Yeah, by far.
Oh, okay.
I got probably 10 years on everybody.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so I understand that, but I'm never yelling and getting mad. Like people like, oh, he mad at Kendrick. No, I fuck with Kendrick. I fuck with Cole. I fuck with Drake. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Drake and I have a more personal relationship than the other two guys, but I still fuck with them as artists. All of them. I'm a fan. I've consumed their work. I've bought tickets to their shows. I've spent money on these artists. You know what I'm saying? So
great point.
I just you know, I just get passionate when I'm trying to talk to people and it's like they're saying shit to me and I'm like, what do y'all? That's not. I don't understand what y'all are saying right now.
Right.
But again, anything I ever say is never with. I'm never trying to disrespect anybody.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's not in me.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I don't care enough to disrespect nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't.
Which is a
but
great point,
like I would never I'm not that invested into it where I would have to disrespect somebody with my opinion.
Right.
Sometimes I'm very honest. Well, most times I'm very honest. But where I'm from, that's respected.
Yeah.
That's how I was raised. Like it was like no matter what, just keep it 100, be honest. We'll deal with the rest later. Yeah. And so I rest at night easy. I walk through the streets comfortably knowing that I'm not disrespecting nobody.
Right.
If you took that as disrespect, then that speaks to your ego a little bit.
Yeah, that's on you.
It's not me. It speaks to your ego. Like, you mad at what I said about something that you put out into the market space? I didn't say fuck you. I said, yo, I wasn't really jacking that record. I wasn't really feeling that song.
Right.
It wasn't like, yo, fuck that nigga. I don't fuck with him.
Right.
No, it wasn't that. And if I say that, they know I'm joking. Like if I say, yo, I'm not watching the Super Bowl.
Right.
Of course I'm watching the Super Bowl. I have to watch the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It's not personal. It's like, I just got to talk my shit and have fun with it because it's at the end of the day, I got to entertain. It's entertainment.
Nah.
But I'm never disrespecting anybody. It's not even, I don't really care about what people are doing enough to be disrespectful.
Yeah, I ain't never took that from it. There was another box I didn't put on there, but we can address this. Should better, like, who has like the most dope freestyles or classic freestyles? Should that be a box?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's all part of it. It's all music. It's all bars. It's all
that
rapping.
counts as hip hop too.
It's all art.
So can we answer that?
Better
Best
freestyles?
Yeah.
Who you saying?
Kendrick.
I'm going Cole.
What freestyle does Cole have?
Got a few LA Leakers. Did he do flex?
Back in the day, but his flex ain't better than Kendrick's flex. His LA Leaker, Kendrick never did LA Leakers.
You giving Kendrick the freestyle shit?
I'm saying Cole. I'm telling you, Cole.
Drake doesn't do a lot of freestyle.
Drake doesn't do it.
Yeah.
So
and the one he had on flex, he was reading in his phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Do you discredit that? If you see a live freestyle and they're like this?
No, I don't discredit that because it's different now, man. Like you know, like if an artist had, freestyles in the early 2000s, late 90s, he could take those same 50 bars and tour the country, every radio station.
Yeah.
Because we wasn't hearing LA radio. We wasn't hearing Detroit radio. We wasn't hearing Miami radio. We was only hearing the city we was in.
Yeah.
But now with the internet, I'm expecting this dude to go on a tour promo run right now and do freestyles at 8 different radio stations and have different bars for every show.
Unfortunately, Mo, yeah.
I can't. Come on, that's
They
not.
don't do it.
And if you're gonna do it, if you doing this because you just wrote it on the jet,
that's what the belief was
and
always
got
to
off,
me.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that because it's like, yo, he just flew in and these is bars he just given us.
Right.
I can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but I'm not. I'm also because I'm fair. I'm also not mad at the person that does take points away from that because I understand that as well.
Yeah.
Me personally, if I'm like, all right, this dude just flew in, he just went up to Flex to do the show. He just wrote these bars in his phone on the flight there.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at am I expecting him to memorize? You asking a lot now.
No,
like now you asking a lot.
Because I don't fumble some days doing that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't fumble some days trying not to have my joint out.
Exactly.
Because it ain't even in my phone. It might just be here. And I'm just like, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm a live or die with the fumble.
I'm not mad at that, bro. I'm never mad at that.
Because some days I might not even fumble, or some days I might.
Yeah.
And I might catch it back, or I might lose it and then have to go off the top.
It's tough being a rapper, man.
It is.
Because if you go up there and read on your phone, they knock you. But if you go up there and give them the same 60 bars,
they're gonna knock you.
They're gonna knock you. If you go up there and spit anything that's on the album, they're gonna knock you.
Oh, they're gonna knock the fuck out.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, so I'm supposed to just go there and just like pull words out the air. Some have that ability.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And we respect that. But if you saying, yo, I just wrote this on the drive here 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And so I'm in the booth like this and I'm reading.
Yeah.
I understand deducting points for reading it.
Correct.
But at the same time, I was like, bro, he just wrote this.
You're
20 minutes ago.
You're still getting a new exclusive verse.
You're still getting fresh bars, bro. We never heard these bars before.
Right.
So, but I understand it. It's a tough rap, as you know, is one of the toughest art forms, the most critiqued art forms. And it is what it is. If you want to be a rapper, you want to be an MC, there's certain rules and regulations that you must abide by.
Yeah.
Like you must battle when called to a battle. That's a rule. That's an unwritten rule. So when you don't do that, we got to deduct some points. So that's why I'm not mad at that.
Another box, though. Who is the better battle rapper? I mean, I guess it's clear as a motherfucking day now. Gonna put it in order. Can we order that now? Because of what I know Drake's had a couple of his cooking in.
Drake is more, I think, obviously he's more battle tested
than everybody
in the public eye.
Okay.
We don't know, I don't know Kendrick's story away from the public eye, who he battled coming up and things like that. I'm sure.
So should that be the box? Should the box be who was the most battle tested?
To the people, it's not going to be.
To the consumers, no, they're not going to care about that. Yeah. To the real rap heads and other rappers, because like I tell people, a lot of things I said in that moment, I got killed online for it because, again, people feel like I'm just riding for my guy. And then what's wrong with that either? If that is what I'm doing, what's wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
But anyway,
right.
But the guys that I really look up to and respect, the other MCs in rap, plenty of them reached out to me and was like, bro, you're not wrong.
Right, of course they did.
The public is not going to agree with you.
Right.
But when I got certain guys that have classic bars, classic verses hitting me and saying, yo, you're 100% correct.
Right.
That's all I need. I don't need the public to be on my side. Like, I'm just like, all right, the guys that really understand it and really pin this shit, they're like, yo, you're absolutely correct. I sleep well at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure. We going to get into this cold shit. I'm going to ask a question and then we can dig into it.
Okay.
So my question is, what does Cole have to do to be back considered, not saying that he's not to most people, the most elite? Can he still be a big three? As long as he doesn't mention that whole, like, you know, he's killing everybody on this and that nobody want to hear that from him no more, clearly. But, like, can Cole
But he
still
gave us that again. He said he wouldn't have lost the battle. He would have lost the brother.
lost a brother.
You can't say that, man. Not after what you did. You cannot say that.
But if he eliminates that, can he still be?
I mean, he's still gonna be a phenomenal rapper and a
Not phenomenal,
MC.
but I mean like top of this generation.
I think when he and I think he knows that. I think when he bowed out of that, I think because he said he was like, yo, I don't care about the top spot no more. Like he told us that. These are his words. I'm not making this up.
So you think it's over? Now he just what Talib Kweli most deaf? Is that what he is of this generation? Is that what y'all doing to him? Shit.
I mean,
he admitted that, but I felt like he felt his hand was forced. I felt like he knew he had to say that because the opinion on that was unanimous.
It was so loud. Yeah, everybody was saying. I go back to that moment, man. I just when you listen to Cole as much as I have, when you defend Cole in the barbershops as much as I have,
Facts.
and go back to before any of them before Drake ever responded, I was like, yo, you know what? I don't even care if Drake don't respond to that.
That's what everybody said. Three. Everybody wanted Cole to do it.
Yeah, I said we got to see Cole in the lights
because he wasn't battle tested yet.
He wasn't, but we never seen it.
Yeah.
And for years you told us if anybody come at you, this, that, and the third.
It's over. Yeah, I'm the best.
You told us Bushido's blade and all that. These are his bars.
Right.
On first person shooter, you was like, yeah, I feel like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Ali ain't ducked no smoke.
Yeah.
If we keeping it real, Ali
fought the best of the best.
died in the ring.
Yeah,
he was never the same after not ducking the smoke.
Because he was fighting niggas that'll kill you with a punch.
He was taking blows that, altered his health.
Yeah.
To prove that I am the greatest.
It's a great point, bro.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, and then we know what it is. When you say I can't lose sleep, that means you're scared. So it's like, and I'm not mad at anybody being scared. That's a real feeling. I did Mike Tyson's podcast. He looked me in my eyes and said, before every fight in my life, I was scared to death. This is Iron Mike saying that.
Right.
So if he's scared, we all could be scared.
Right.
So I'm not mad at you being scared, but you can't
succumb to it.
Yeah, you can't tell us these bars for all of these years about you being the best, and because we put you in that spot because you told us you was that dope.
Because we expected that to be your substance.
We expected that to be
and now you're saying substance is real. And now it seems like it's not real.
And now you're saying I'm losing sleep. It's not sitting on my spirit.
Which takes some substance out of his words.
And I'm not if that was him being real and honest, I always respect anybody that's being real and honest. But on the other side of that, you can never talk that greasy again. You can never tell us you're the best. You can never you can't and that's shit. That's 65% of his bars. It's him telling us how dope he is.
Especially now on the features day. Like his run, like that. See, Mo, that's why I agree with you. His run where it was like, oh shit, Cole's coming. Like he looks like he about to. 60% of those bars was him saying like
popping it. He talking fly
talking
shit.
That greasy, right? Oh, I'm saying
he can't do that no more, bro.
I'm not gonna measure a percentage. I feel like it was just him killing with skill. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And then also saying I'm killing with skill.
But now is the time to kill with skill.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
When
the pressure's on.
I compartmentalized the shit. I agree. I hated the apology. Hated it. Because like you, especially in recent times, I was going to war for Cole.
Absolutely.
And I'm a fan of lyricism and technical ability.
Absolutely.
I found myself on that, and me hearing the elite level at which he was rhyming, the way the Benny record went, the way he rhymed the same rhyme scheme all the way through on the Yachty verse, and a bunch of shit he's done over the past few years. To me, it was just he was separating himself.
Yeah.
So I hated that. It was almost like, when they said like when keeping it real goes wrong, it was almost like that.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you acted like you got in a fight with like your blood brother during Thanksgiving and you flipped the fucking table over, and it's like you got to apologize.
But even if that does happen, you're still gonna be family after this,
right?
Facts.
Family fight, brothers
agree.
fight.
I agree.
Yeah,
I feel like it was like when keeping it real goes wrong. I hated that he did it, but I'm cool with like if we don't place him at 1 or 2, but What I don't like, I think because we're so let down and mad at the apology, we act like objectively that the ability isn't what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that
though. Oh, as long as he don't mention what Maul was just talking about, just don't mention.
I don't like that either. I don't believe in absolutes because this might be a cop out.
Okay.
But I think there's levels to being the best or saying you're the best. Like, because you could talk shit on a record and say, like, I'm nicer than everybody, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And it's like, think about how many people that get to do that aren't even relevant enough and never have to be battle-tested. 99% of rappers talk they rapper shit on records, and it's almost like they're comparing me on a record versus you on a record.
But 99% of rappers could never be considered the top 3.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm mad at it. I don't like attaching like a Fed charge to him for the rest of his career going.
Unfortunately, bro, that's the price of the top, though.
Because they tried to do it with Drake for different reasons. When the whole writing allegations came out, that was his Fed charge. I got to see Styles P in an interview say Drake can't ever be considered because of when it's like, but he exists in 2 different lanes. He's a pop artist and he's a hip hop artist.
Yeah. So I never understood that. Yeah, I was never jacking that when people say that. Because we know that he writes for other artists.
Exactly.
Yeah. We know he writes.
And now, to this day, when you go on any Drake,
he writes, that's different.
When you go on any Drake thing involving his name to this day, like the first 50 comments are, who wrote it? Did he write it?
I mean,
but that's just
you got to live with that though. I mean,
no, he lives with it. He even raps about it. He understands it. But it's like
that's the price of that.
But my thing is, it's just you got to use common sense. If we know that I've written for other artists and I've written for other rappers, but then a record like Tootsie Slide comes out and you find out I didn't write that. Like some of the jams and the grooves to have fun, I didn't write. Yeah. Like I said, if I find out Drake didn't write 8 a.m. in Charlotte, I'll cry.
Yeah.
No, that
if I find Dallas.
If I find out he didn't write his verse on Churchill Downs with Jack Harlow, I'd cry.
30 for 30.
That's different.
That's different.
You understand what I'm saying? That's different. But if you telling me, oh, this groove
Hotline
on the album,
fucking Hotline Bling, I collab with y'all.
You think I would be like, damn, that's like, come on,
because I told somebody to go,
I'm
collabing.
Yeah,
like, if you came in there and was like, oh, do this, I'm you know how I stick to my pen. I don't let, you know what I'm saying. But if a motherfucker came in here like Mar was like, nah, say it, go up a little bit, like my nigga.
What's wrong with that?
I'm gonna go up an octave. But if I'm going on some bar shit, bro, leave me. You already know to leave me alone.
Right.
We know that, though.
Right.
Like, come on.
When it's just like, bars, when it's time for me to display
that's why I only like the niggas who know the boxes to speak on this shit. Yeah. I gotta stop arguing with motherfuckers that ain't even going for boxes.
I gotta learn that too. You know
what I'm saying? It's
I get pulled into so many like arguments, and I'm like, dog, I said I was never doing this again.
Right.
And here I go again doing what I said I wasn't.
I'll jump in, but see, Mo, I'm not mad at us, though, because it's fun. I ain't gonna lie. It is. I like a little bit.
Depending on who you talking with.
I like a little toxic motherfucker that don't know nothing about this shit. Because what I'm gonna throw in their faces, I'm gonna throw in the accolades and my knowledge on it, and I'm gonna kill you.
It's a teaching lesson. It's a teaching moment.
My nigga, every now and then I drive past the park. I might not see the niggas that I used to compete with. I might see some kids. I might get out and just go past the park real quick, little nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I might just hit a little 3 real quick and walk off in my dress shoes.
Yeah.
That's fun sometimes to me. I don't know, like, I like fucking with the meanings of this shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In conclusion, I hate that Cole did it.
Yeah.
I just don't like. Bars are bars.
Right.
They're absent of even the fuck shit you've done in a lot of ways. It's like, not to be funny, it is like the R. Kelly shit you said, though, where it's like, I'm still hearing the music. Like, what you did was heinous as fuck, but it's like, I'm hearing this shit. So I just don't like the approach of anytime he do something now, the like deaf ears of like, nope. You're a pussy.
Yeah. Like, when he talks slick, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, so
I don't think he could talk.
No more slick shit to the best niggas.
And it's really whack because again, I listened to the new Kendrick album twice. I think he threw a shot at Cole in that shit again.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah.
Something like, yo, and no paint get on you. Like I'm not done paint. Somebody said like
Cole had said on whatever joint he did after the beef. He said something. I could have won, but there's gonna be blood on me.
Yeah, I
walked
away with my friend, and
Kendrick was like, "It ain't even blood. It's just paint to me." Like, you know what I'm saying?
So this is now you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So now because you backed out of the initial, and I said this, I said, not only did he fuck up in that moment, But now, Cole, you can't respond to no MC that comes
I want
at
to ask you that
because you can't. It's no selective politicking. Don't do that.
Right.
Don't respond to homie because you feel like he's a lesser MC than you.
Right.
But the dude that you couldn't sleep and it was heavy on your spirit, you backed out of that. Don't do. Don't do that.
Now he got to let all strays.
But let me ask you this though.
He
Let me
has
ask
to.
you this though. Not about other MCs, but Dot specifically. Like, what if in this moment Cole was like, "Bruh, fuck this shit," because you got me fucked up. Is that acceptable? Because perfect example.
I'm not mad at it.
Let's create like an analogy, like to a motherfucker in school getting bullied or something, and this motherfucker taking your lunch money every day, and you being a little bitch and apologizing.
You pull out a bat one day,
and then you finally got fed up that one day, and you go see about that man.
Oh, respect.
Is that redeemable?
Respect.
Hey,
Respect.
He better knock his ass out. Cause
Respect.
you fuck around. That bully fuck around, catch that shit like Biff did Marty.
Yeah.
And Back to the Future, nigga. Your ass is great. You better have a hoverboard, motherfucker. Get the fuck up out of there.
It's hard to knock that motherfucker out.
Yeah,
That's the thing. If you gonna finally do it, if you're gonna finally do it, you better connect. That's all. We're not saying he can't. It's just that, nigga, your room for your margin for error, is that the phrase? Bro, it's slim.
But even in that, it'll look funny because it's like, why are you responding now?
Right.
Like, why you couldn't just do this in the initial?
Maybe because he is fed up. Maybe because niggas is now like, oh, he's sweet. Now I can come at Cole crazy. Like, he might gotta defend himself one day. Like, fuck it. Let me go get some Taekwondo training real quick.
I think we getting to that point. Yeah. Because Kendrick don't seem like he gonna give us a
comfy.
Yeah, he's still going.
He gonna keep poking Cole like, yeah, nigga, why you gonna fight, nigga? Swing back, nigga. Like, it's okay. Like, nigga, we can still be cool after this, but you gotta fight.
You're right, Mo.
So.
One of the things I want to ask you about when people was acting like you was wilding, is like, what you had an issue with more of like the response you was seeing certain shit get? Because like with me, that's kind of always what it was. Like similar to you, I always thought Kendrick was ill as fuck, but it seemed like a motherfucker hit me with the Men in Black laser one day, and I woke up and he was this unanimous. Yeah, you can't fuck with him. You can't say nothing. You can't critique nothing. He's 19 levels ahead of everyone else. Yeah, and if you don't say it, you're a fucking hater. And for me, my frustration was more like being a fan of the technical. Like, okay, I'm hearing the times where he don't rhyme. I'm hearing the times where he's rhyming one syllable or rhyming one word with one word, or not rhyming 3 lines at a time. I'm like, are we? You know what I'm saying? Was that your frustration, or was you just really truly feeling like Drake was murdering him?
I really felt like it was a mix of both, because in the moment, like when we got the verse on the Like That, it was like, okay, fuck the big 3, it's just Big Me. But it was like I didn't think that it was amazing. I was like, I didn't think he went crazy, but it was like, okay, fuck the big 3, all right. Yeah. Somebody gonna have to say something, but it wasn't like the greatest shit I ever heard.
Yeah, it wasn't like, damn, how'd he come up with that?
Yeah, it wasn't crazy.
It was more sort of statement.
It was a statement, like, oh shit, like he stepped on their ball, like, okay, cool. But it did feel, and my personal opinion is, I just think that that's what comes with being the top dog. I think that people just want to see Drake take a L. They want to see him lose, and I think as an artist, I think he understands that too. Like, people want to see you lose even if you don't lose, because you've dominated for so long. It's like, all right, man, like, can we get somebody else some time to shine and get them that #1 spot and get that? But I think deep down in people's hearts, because I think people that feel like Kendrick won, I don't think those are, yes, obviously those are Kendrick fans, but I feel like a lot of those people are just not fans of Drake.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just an online thing. Yeah. I think that feeling is only like that online. I don't think it's like that when you step out in the real world and move around. I don't think as many people feel like that in the real world. Online, Kendrick is obviously
looking at Twitter will have you like, what the fuck is going on?
That's what I'm saying. I don't even like to get into the bias of motherfuckers in the fucking cults.
It's hard to sift through it.
But when I'm talking to motherfuckers like y'all, I'm intrigued. So I don't want to do this thing called like, what's wrong with this picture is, all 3 of them are great elite artists, right?
For sure.
If there was one thing each of them could do better in y'all eyes, unbiasedly, what would it be?
I think Drake needs to be more selfish.
Okay, like elaborate a little so that.
I think he needs to be more selfish with how much music he puts out. I think he needs to be more selfish with who he does music with.
I agree.
I think he needs to be less accessible. I think he needs to move more like Michael Jackson. Just being honest, I think that we don't need to we shouldn't know where Drake is at. We shouldn't hear from him until he's giving us music. I think he really needs to become essentially who he is, the Michael Jackson of his generation.
Okay. What can Cole fix?
I think Cole has to step into who he is more. He is one of the greatest ever. He is one of the greatest of his generation. I think he needs to walk with that bravado though. And in the moment where he should have walked with it, he decided to step away from that moment and not step into that light. And maybe that's an insecurity. And I think Cole, he speaks to that sometimes, insecurities. We all have them. But it's just interesting when you're as great an MC and a rapper as Cole has been,
right,
and when the lights come on, to still kind of be shy is just a little interesting because it's like, dog, do you know who you are? You know
can't
how
be the
dope?
king and the peacemaker.
Right.
It's like there's separate roles.
That's another thing I think Drake, too. I think he has to become sort of the villain a little bit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think that just comes with that position. I think you can't be the nice guy. And I think that's Drake's Achilles heel. I think at his core, Drake is a really nice guy.
Got you.
He's just a genuinely nice person, a respectful person. But I think that, you know, when you're that great and you're on top, you can't be to an extent.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You have to be more unapproachable. You have to have more, people have to fear you in that position a little bit. They can't feel like they could play with you in that position. With Kendrick,
what's the flaw of his?
I wouldn't say Kendrick has, because obviously Kendrick, he'll jump in that ring. He's not scared of the light. He's dope. He checks all of the boxes. I think that this moment was Kendrick being okay with being the villain. Fuck the big three.
Right.
I don't want to play nice no more.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that was his moment, and that's why it looks the way it looks, the optics. Because it's like, oh, shit, he just popped on y'all niggas.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And we didn't really expect that from Kendrick like that.
Right.
So I think that Kendrick was okay with being the villain. He was okay with playing the bad guy. He was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll get at y'all nigga. Win, lose, or draw, I'm jumping in here.
Right.
And I think that was the difference in that moment. But I think either way, man, I think we all got to a point where each of these guys showed us their abilities.
Yeah.
They showed us why they are who they are, why we, consume their art. Yeah. Because they are three of the best that we've ever seen. I think that we'll ever see.
Super great.
And it was a beautiful moment, man. And no matter what side of it you on, I think we all gonna look back at that moment and be like, that was fun.
No, for sure. And it's like when I'm talking and yelling back and forth with people is I go into reminding people, listen, I'm unbiased. I love all three of these niggas' music in different times and different moments. With Drake, for me, I got two things I've always wanted him to do. One is I want him to have a classic freestyle out. I have a problem with him not having that ever on a top platform.
You feel he's skilled enough?
I feel like he's skilled enough, and actually he does kind of, but I don't really count like the Beats Apple joint he did. He killed that, but it was like it seemed kind of prepped.
But see, you know what?
On the radar, do you kind of count that?
Yeah, of course. But you see why that's interesting.
He's doing
to me?
like drill though.
It just sounds pre-recorded. It doesn't sound.
Yeah, but that's interesting to me because essentially, his timestamp records are freestyles.
No, I mean live. I mean like whole Grammy.
But you're talking about going to like the radio.
I just want one from him. Yeah. I've always wanted. I almost wanted him to do that on this run. I wanted him to just pull up somewhere and just round with Flex in the back. I always missed that from Drake. And another thing was I want him to do, and he probably don't give a fuck about doing this, but I want like a solid, like maybe like him and Alchemist go in and just cook that genre and like fuck all the. I don't care about the charts.
You want the full rap.
I kind of do just want something like that. He probably don't care, but I do want that from Drake. That's a flaw to me that he hasn't given me that. Because the way I know he loves hip hop and he'll go to like a Smack URL event. I know he knows that shit.
Yeah.
I do kind of want something like that from Drake.
I think that I would like that too. I would like the full, but essentially was Scary Hours, was that all rap?
Nah. Yeah, for sure. But it's like I still want that. Give me that outside because we know where hip hop started. It's like you from 161st on this corner, he from 132nd or something.
Yeah.
Who better?
Yeah.
I just want that moment from every MC at some point to be here.
Yeah.
With Cole, and I don't know if he's gonna do this, but I feel like I don't have that body of work where I'm just like, yo, I don't know if I hear anything better than this at this time. Like I have with Kendrick, like I have with Drake. When Take Care was out, with Kendrick had Section 80 and Overly Dead. I'm like, I don't really know if I had heard anything around that moment. I want, what is it? Is it Fall Off? What's the album that's supposed to be?
The Fall Off's the one coming.
The new one?
Yeah. I want that to be
People always said it was Forest Hills Drive, but I never felt that way about it.
I skipped too many songs on that project.
I love
Forest Hills?
Yes, I love it. But if you go listen to it, it's some shit on there where I was like, why the fuck is this?
I feel like the off season is better than Forest Hills Drive.
It is. But what I'm saying is Cole's flaw to me, if it is anything, because he's great with the beats. He's actually getting better with beat selection now. He's getting better with beat selection now. And that was my flaw to him. It was his beat selection. He's got his hooks is getting better. He's getting better there. I want his fall off to be his miseducation, his college dropout, his take. I want that. That's his flaw to me.
His unanimous.
Yeah, I want him to go back in whatever adjustments he has to make to the album. That's his flaw to me. Is that project where I'm just like, oh, I can't skip nothing, even if I don't like the beat. I'm like, it makes sense where it's placed on this album, right? Kendrick's flaw to me is, which a lot of people who are his stans won't say is, bro, I get it. You don't always have to be as lyrical on certain things, bro. There's some songs where I'm just like, bro, you did not have to ABC this, but you're too great. You're too. This whole episode we done said how many great things you are, Kendrick. So all you dick sucking niggas, calm down. There's too many songs, bro. As an elite MC, where I'm just like, Kendrick, you know you could have just added these 3 words, right, and made it fire. You didn't have to go, with the cat and I'm the big 3 in the hat. You didn't have to do that. You could have took your time, because I've heard you be skilled enough.
For sure.
Because I've heard him go like, fuck a double entendre. Like, I just want y'all to hear me, bro. I can hear you with the double entendre.
Right.
And it's okay to show MCs that you can do that. I'm not saying be a boom bat, like backpack nigga every time.
Right.
What I'm saying is, bro, go to the same verse and just, I've done this to all my elite friends. Like, bro, take this out, bro, and put this here to make it more elite. You know what I mean? And I think Kendrick, and maybe because he's from Cali and they don't really care about that when it comes to being skilled. But there's too many ABC verses to me from Kendrick where he doesn't have enough syllables.
In recent times specifically.
Yeah, and where I'm just like, Kendrick, come on, bro, this is just too simple. Where you could have took your time.
You think you're dumbing it down just a little too much?
Just a little too much dumbed down for me, where you already got the elite spot, and those are the flaws to me that I get from them 3 niggas.
Yeah.
And it's okay to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I just wanted to touch bases on that.
How did you feel about the new album?
I need to let it digest. So I can honestly say this, Mo. My first breeze through, I wasn't impressed. My first breeze through, I'm like, some of this is kind of mid. My assessment, I need to go back through it. There's a lot of stuff on there concept-wise. You could tell he's elite. I don't like a lot of the beats. That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of the hooks. I think the skill level of MCing is not high. It's not high level at all. Okay. It's okay, bro.
Yeah. I get it.
I don't hear a lot of lines where I'm making a stink face at all. I hear a lot where I'm like, okay, I know, I see how you feel. I feel that. I hear a lot of, okay, we know what Not Like Us did. When I heard when Not Like Us came out, bro, I was like, oh, he got it. Like, shit. I'm like, it's dangerous. Bro, you're sounding like that on every song now. And I don't need to keep hearing Not Like, bro, we get it,
so
bro.
So is it you don't want to hear him collab with Mustard as much?
Nah, I love what there's a joint on there. What's that joint on there that's fire? The TV Off?
TV Off?
It's
TV
fire.
Off, yeah.
I get it though, but it's not Like Us.
Yeah.
It's like now I'm hearing a lot of diet, Not Like Us tones. And it's like, all right, Kendrick, like, bro, we get it. Like, you got the bop. And if that's the wave right now, do the wave, but I'm not impressed. Yeah. Because I already get it now. You know what I'm saying? I already get it. So it's like,
I don't think this is I think he has another project coming.
Oh, I hope so, though. I think he does, though, because it wasn't as in depth.
I mean, it only makes sense. You got the Super Bowl coming.
Yeah,
you got the Olympics, I think, are in LA next time or whatever.
28, yeah.
20. It's like he's going to be active, I feel like.
Yeah, no. I'm just talking about in the span of between now and February, I think another project is coming.
That's cool, but why are niggas acting like this shit is the greatest album ever of all time?
That's just
the fuck are we doing?
That's just part of it, man. That's part.
That's the part that bugs me, though.
That's the remnants of the battle.
And the remnants of Sy is shut the fuck up. It's not that crazy.
Yeah.
I'm saying, Mo. The remnants of me is it's not that crazy.
I liked TV Off and I liked Heart Part 6. Those were the two that
I think
right.
I had text my group chat. I think I said I liked the intro. I liked Dodger Blue.
What was that? Was that the One Mic remake joint?
I think
he
so.
He remade One Mic, which I thought was light.
It was Dodger Blue.
Super light.
It was
super mid.
So Whacked Out Murals, the intro. I like Luther.
Okay.
I like the Luther joint.
Okay.
Dodger Blue, Heart Part 6,
Yeah, Heart Part 6 was dope.
and TV Off. I
Yeah,
think
no,
was
those
the ones that stuck
those
out
are
to
my
me.
same selections.
Yeah.
And I hate that we had to compare to Drake's Heart Part. We shouldn't even have to do that. Like I don't want to get into the thing where it's like everything has to be compared.
Yeah.
Oh, Kendrick dropped. Oh, it's not better than Cole's. I don't like doing. I don't like digesting music like that.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like
trying to
y'all
move away from that.
Y'all making me do that shit. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, what about Drake's Heart Part 6? I don't want to do y'all like that.
Right.
Yeah, that's everybody texting me like, yo, he took Heart Part 6 back. I'm like, was he not supposed to?
They made me defend it like that, which made me in turn add it to my argument, which I don't like because I went to like Cole's last release before he put out the mixtapes, and it was the record that he had with Daylight. And I was like, bro, just play Cole's verse. I don't hear a verse on Kendrick's album this elite.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah, you don't.
And it's okay to say that. Am I mad at Cole right now? Yes. I want the nigga to fight back and bounce back. But if I just play that, there's not a verse on Kendrick album as elite as that verse that he gave to Daylight on Cole's last joint on his DSPs released. There isn't.
All right, I agree.
It's insane. So anyway, we good.
I'm gonna keep it real. I again, I gotta live with the Kendrick album a little more. But I still don't think it's better than Freddie Gibbs' You Only Die Once album.
Damn, see.
No.
Have you heard that album?
No.
You talking about what he did last?
His last
Yeah,
I
album.
gotta
no,
go
it's
back and
not.
play it.
It's not.
I gotta go back and play
Yeah.
it.
Freddie Gibbs' album is fucking.
The last one you put out?
You Only Die Once. That
So-
album is
Damn, for
incredible.
real? Am I biased because I turned it off after him and Benny shit?
And I'm so.
It's hard to listen to him now, yo.
Benny is my that's
Okay.
my nigga. dude.
Right,
That's-
right.
And I love Freddie. And I'm so mad that those two are where they at because those are the two guys that I just like. Y'all have the ability to really, really take a huge chunk of this shit and like own it.
Yeah.
As far as like
Yeah.
music and audience and just what y'all can do together.
Right.
But you know, that's personal shit. It's a lot of shit there that I don't even care to get into. But
Yeah.
Freddie Gibbs, You
That shit
Only
was
Die
fire.
Once. Oh my god!
Let me
dog.
download it because you said so. Because after that last little shit where they was, I was like,
I get it.
I chose sides.
I get
chose
no,
sides.
and
Benny
listen,
showed me too much love. I can't bump Freddie Gibbs, but I'm gonna play it because you
and
said.
Benny, listen, that's my. But you know, they know how I both feel about them. You know, Benny is family. I love Benny, but I'm just
What's
talking
it
about.
called? You Only Die Once?
You Only Die Once.
Yeah, I missed this. This was this year.
A couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago.
I missed it.
Bro, and again,
fire.
I'm not just to be
It's fire?
fair. I'm
Yeah, it
just
is.
Kendrick. I'm still digesting that. I'm still living with that. It's a couple songs on there that I do like. Like I said, I named probably 4 or 5 out of 12 that I like.
Okay.
Which is not a bad number. So or for 2 listens.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But just music and bars and flows. Freddie is that You Only Die Once. And I know Freddie. I don't think he dropped a whack project yet.
Okay.
But
I
that
mean,
You Only
that's
Die
how he
Once.
got his following though, because his projects were good.
Alfredo was.
Oh my God!
Insane.
But that You Only Die Once. Just live with that.
Yeah.
Anybody listening to this, if you haven't heard that, live with that.
I just downloaded this shit. too. Let me see.
Another project I loved was Nick Grant Sunday Dinner. Phenomenal
Nick,
project.
is that recent?
That came out September of last.
Yeah, and he been off the radar too.
last year.
Niggas got to give Nick. Nick is nice.
Yeah, that came out. Yeah, it came out
Nigga's
23,
nice.
I think, right? Yeah, Nick Grant. That album, if you haven't heard that, a phenomenal.
Saha's a nigga who put me on Nick. I had a bad day meeting Nick, and I was pissed.
Really?
Yeah, that a lot of people don't know about, and I'm glad. And I hope in the back of his head he don't think he nicer than me.
Who, Nick?
I fuck with Nick though. I hope to the day.
That's my fan right there.
But if I was him, in my head, I always be like, I remember this day. It was a day that so Sway came in town and went to the studio with Cannon, Drama, and all them niggas. Was like,
Okay.
we're gonna do an episode.
Okay.
So they was calling all the nice niggas from Atlanta that was out here that could go crazy. But my nigga, at this time I'm doing number R&B.
Was this on the internet? Was this filmed?
It's on the internet.
Y'all was all in the studio?
Yeah.
Was Jeter there?
Maybe, I don't know. I deleted this shit out my head. So anybody else beyond Sway?
Y'all was
and
all
Trey-
rap, like a bunch of niggas was rapping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they basically had the nicest.
It was
niggas coming.
Sway?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I remember
Yep,
this. Okay,
yep.
go ahead.
I had a bad day.
Uh-huh.
So keep in mind this, and I'm not making no excuse.
No,
Mo.
no,
This,
I get
this
it.
goes into some of the shit you were saying.
Okay, all
it's
right.
hard to be a rapper.
It's hard.
But I had stopped rapping because I started streaming on all these niggas. I started doing R&B.
Okay.
Now I'm on 2 R&B tours. I'm like, bro, I don't need to be doing this rap shit with
Right,
you niggas.
right.
Like I'm doing R&B shit and I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
Like, so they make the call, but I just Sway, my nigga. I can't be like, nah, I'm only. How gay shit is that?
Yeah.
yo, we coming in tomorrow. We need you. I'm like, bro, fuck it. All right. I write me in. I'm going. I got probably 3 minutes of bars, bro. Like as much as I could.
Yeah.
Long story short, I don't even know Nick at this time. I go, I pull up. I think Scotty ATL was there too. It was me, Saha, Nick Grant. It was like 1 or 2 other people that was nice too. But in my head, I'm like, I'm about to burn off or whatever. I rehearsed as much as I could, bro.
Yeah.
On the way there, I'm in there with it. I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
I get there, niggas get to rapping. Bro, as soon as, I don't know what happened, bro, but as soon as I rap, Nick ain't go yet. As soon as I rap, bro, whatever I had, the first 4 bars came out, but everything after that 4 was gone.
Yeah.
And I could not remember that shit.
Oh,
like it just left me. Oh, like you know how that shit be like it was too last minute.
Thinking too much about it.
And I didn't have the reps of what we doing now where it's like I'm back in the bag with it.
Right.
Where I'm going on bars on 9-5 and I'm going 8 minutes and they gotta stop me type shit. I'm not in that mode.
Right.
But I'm thinking that it's like riding a bike. Like, nah, nigga, you nice.
Yeah.
You're not that nice.
Yeah.
Nick goes, I'm just meeting this nigga, by the way.
Yeah.
And cooks.
Yeah.
And they just hyping the room for him. Like, oh, I told you, Saha, like, I told you my nigga was nice. I'm like, God damn it. Until this day, I'm mad as hell. Like, nah, I got to give Nick the fade.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta give Nick a good fade one day because he got a side of me that he shouldn't have got.
Yeah.
And I mean, and I was unprepared that day. And it was his time. He was just coming up.
Yeah.
He was very prepared with the pen. And he was nice. And he got a real good tone to him.
Yeah, Nick, he's one of those.
Aura.
He's one of the artists that I hear him when he lays like. You don't even have to really do much mixing to his vocals.
Yeah, he got a great tone.
Like his tone is very
super
like
good
it
tone,
pierces through.
Super good. What O likes to call pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Text him after this and be like, Sy said he owe you a fade from this day.
I got you.
Because I do, and I'm gonna give him this work because I'm in that mode now, nigga.
I love that talk right there. I love that type of talk.
Next time, and I'm gonna say this because niggas don't like talking about this. Nick is nice.
Yeah, for sure.
If I ever collab with Nick, or we in a cypher somewhere, I'm gonna burn your fucking head off. Because you did me dirty one day, and you got, not that we was battling, but it's a battle, nigga.
Right.
It's not a battle, but it's a battle.
You got me one day, and the next time I see you, if you wonder why I do what I do, it's because I owe you a fade, nigga, and you about to catch this.
I love that. I can't wait to call him and tell him that shit. I love this type of shit.
But before we get out of here, I want to ask one thing, because a lot of people want to be able to chop it up with you more. A lot of people fuck with you, bro. Like you don't really get to come out here too much.
Yeah.
A lot of people doing their podcasts, running, doing it, falling off, stopping, coming back, doing it. What's some advice you can give the podcasters that's wanting to start or starting to say, okay, this is how you can make money. This is what you should do. You know, if you could give some game to the up and coming podcasters doing their thing.
Don't think about money. That's one thing I tell anybody that's podcasting. Just treat it like therapy. Treat it like you pulling up to the homie's crib and y'all just sitting down kicking it, because that's some of the best conversations ever, when y'all in the crib kicking it, talking shit. Treat it like that. Be yourself. Have fun.
Very important on the
because
screen.
this audio shit, we put this out in the space, it lives forever. It's things I said that I wish I'd never said.
Right.
And I hate that because I'm like, damn. And even when I said it, I was like, this ain't me. You know what I mean? But so always remain as authentic, as true to yourself as you can.
That's transparent.
But always have fun, man. I get it. You see, platforms and people, getting deals and making money, and that's cool. But you don't go to the park, trying to make $200 million like Braun did.
Right.
You're just going to have fun. You're going to play
bust
ball.
That nigga ass today.
Have fun.
Have a good run today.
Get my best today. Let's just have fun. We ain't trying to lose. We out here. We trying to win. Approach podcasting with that same energy. Let's have fun. Let's just have a good time. You know what I mean? And eventually you'll look up and you'll start, getting some emails from sponsors and places like, oh shit, they trying to give us a little 5,000-10,000 for this and
Absolutely.
10,000 for that. It's like, then that's when it's like, okay, cool. Like this is now something, because, and this is me just speaking from experience in it for myself and how it happened for us. It was like we was just doing it, and then it turned into something. We was like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
But it started from having just fun conversations, having a good time, debating like we always do it, we're home in the barbershop.
Which I got a real good camaraderie too.
But that's, that's another thing. Having chemistry with putting the right people in the room to have the right chemistry to bounce off of each other.
Yeah.
Always remain respectful.
Right.
We could debate and argue all day, but when it starts getting into disrespect, now it's a soap opera. What are we doing in here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't watch soap operas. You know what I'm saying? So have fun, consistency. Don't be, those days where you don't feel like doing it. It's like, man, I ain't getting no money off of this shit. It's a lot of shit you do for free every day.
Yeah.
Why not it be this? You know what I'm saying? Because somebody will find it and tap into it. You'll find your audience. And then you start to realize that it's a lot of people out here that think and feel the same way I do.
Right.
And then your audience will connect with you and they'll gravitate towards you. Like, I be trying to tell homies in my hood. Same shit you saying. They think I'm crazy.
Right.
You just keep doing the consistency, repetition, fun, vulnerability. Treat this shit like therapy. We on the chairs. Like if I go to a therapist's office, it's just like this. I'm sitting there talking to him.
Yeah.
It's the same type of shit. Just but most importantly, have fun, man.
Right.
This shit is like, because what we talking about? We sitting around kicking it,
right?
Giving our opinions on shit. It's all about having fun.
Absolutely.
And just again, the most important though, remain consistent.
Remain consistent.
Consistency is key in anything you do in life. Repetition. Anything you do over and over and over, you put your 10,000 hours in,
right?
And you'll find yourself in a very comfortable position, man. And that's again me just speaking from experience and going through it myself. It was days where, we didn't want to do that shit.
Yeah,
like, man, what the fuck we doing? Like,
right.
If I stopped, I'm not doing what I'm doing. I'm not traveling the world. I'm not performing in front of 1,200 people in London and things like that. It's like, what I'm saying? It's like, you got to just remain consistent, man. And it may look like nothing ain't happening, nothing ain't moving, nothing ain't shaking. I know the podcasting space is very crowded right now, but you go to the supermarket, so is the bread aisle. It's 73 different types of breads.
Don't mean I ain't gonna get a loaf, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna get a loaf. Somebody gonna come get it. So it's like, so it's the same thing when it comes to podcasting. Remain consistent, and remain true to yourself. Have fun. Respect who you're in the room with, and you know what I'm saying? Just enjoy it, man. This is life.
What's some of the things like on a small scale? Was people was asking was like, let's say when people are going into podcasting, do you think it's a mix or better off to going? Okay, I'm gonna have these segments, or we're gonna go ahead and just free out and wing. I don't want y'all to give y'all a blueprint on how y'all do y'all thing.
It's cool to have it. I think at first, I think just raw is good. Pause.
Right.
I think that's like, it speaks to a certain audience, like, okay, they just in here just shooting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, when the audience starts to grow, it's like, all right, let's kind of structure it just a little. Don't overproduce it, because again, it's podcast. It ain't supposed to. We ain't Oprah. I ain't Barbara Walters, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to. Like we come from a different space. It's like, all right, cool. That's great. That worked for them. But I think, do what works for you. What message are you trying to convey? Yeah. What do you want people to get from listening to you, sitting down watching you? Like, what do you want to leave them with? Like, so, you kind of structure it a little more so that people know, okay, I know I'm going to get this from them. Because a lot of times when I listen to podcasts, I'm listening, like, I'm going to go listen to this just for this. I don't care about the other shit they doing. I'm going to just go to that. I'm going to go to this podcast. I know they do this. So it's like, same shit. Grocery stores, aisles. Yeah. This aisle, this aisle, this aisle. But that's after you get to a certain level. Yeah. It's after you get to a certain space, and it's like, okay, let's start structuring and really producing our shit a little bit more. Correct. But sometimes, at first, if you just start, throw the beat on, nigga.
Right. Facts. Throw the beat on. Y'all do a good scale between the show, and even on the live show, I thought it was ill too. Yeah. Like how y'all come out, how y'all end, like how y'all involve the crowd. Y'all do a good round job of engagement. Yeah. Via each other, via the crowd, which is a lot. Like even us watching was like a lot of game. Yeah. Seeing the live game of, even though I done performed and did sold out concerts. That's not the same. Different podcast. It's not the same craft. It's like
it's different because when you performing as a performer, you know what you're going up there to do. Yeah. You know your set list, your songs. Me and Rory, we laugh about it in the green room. We like, dog, we could go in here. We have our structure, and we have our show. But essentially, it all depends on who's in those seats, though. What's the energy? Yeah. Like what they gonna give us? Because as a performer yourself, a large part of your performance is the audience and their energy. Yeah, absolutely. You see what I'm saying? So as a podcaster, I don't know what I'm going to say.
Yeah, it was fire.
It's just like, I got to go out there. Hopefully, the energy is right and I could get into these type of jokes. Yep. Some jokes don't ring off in a certain room. Yeah. It's like, they don't get that. They don't understand. Like when we go to London, it's shit we can't pop because the culture is just different.
Right, like how y'all did that that Atlanta shit was fire with like the Young Thug and joint song. Like what did he say on this hook? Like we in the A, so y'all help us out. Yeah. I thought that was fire. Yeah. The other thing I was gonna ask, you gave some real game too, was as far as when these people are building a cult following, I think a lot of people are struggling with this. It's like when you're building your following, when do you think is a good time for that crowd to say, you know what, we're gonna cut this certain things off for subscription. This much we shoot for this. This whole crowd can see this. This one can see the subscriptions, the Patreons, is there a time frame of when you should do it, or
I think when you get to a point where now you in partnerships with different brands and things like that.
Yeah,
I think it's certain things, even though we do a good job of. We still, anybody that we partner with, we let them know just because you trying to give us this partnership and this, these dollars to kind of like, do this thing together. You don't dictate this though.
Yeah.
We're still who we are. And we're gonna say what we want.
Yeah.
But you do have to get to a space where it's like, okay, cool. Let's scale it back just a little bit, but then let's go behind our paywall with our real people where they waiting at. And really pop our shit like that. All right, listen, man, check this out. Yeah, we said what we said, but now let's get more into it over here.
Yeah.
But that's for the select few that's like, nah, we want that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like your mixtape crowd, like, yo, the album is fire.
Yeah.
But give us that mixtape shit. Like, get in that bag.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
It's the same concept. It's like, all right, cool, yeah, we're gonna give y'all this here. But once we go back here and close these doors, it's like, all right, nigga, like I was saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that, but that again, when you get to that level, you gotta build your base first, let people know what they can expect from you.
Right.
What you're gonna give them on a week-to-week basis.
Correct.
And then once you build that and have the audience there, then it's like, yo, look, we got this over, but yo, check this out. The after party though. We over here.
There's certain motherfuckers, everybody from the concert don't go, but a lot of them do.
A lot of them do.
Nah,
a lot of them do, man. A lot of them fight because they know they like, all right, I know. We know what to expect.
Yeah.
And you just gotta. It's repetition and just proven concept. Like, yo, listen, y'all know how we give it up.
Right.
Come fuck with us. If not, cool too. It's always love. We not tripping because you may not be a fan today, but you gonna circle back in a few and be like, oh shit, this what y'all doing now?
Right.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's like, yo, y'all all welcome, bro. We never everything to the chin, nothing to the heart, my nigga.
Right, for sure. When you left not bringing this back up, but when you left, do you think y'all would ever be able to work again with Joe Buttons? No, not saying on them, but I'm just saying even like in the same room, just like make peace or
never. Me? I'm just answering for
you
me.
personally.
I can't speak for my partner.
I ain't talking about, I'm talking about you.
Never.
Never could be cool again. It's not a beef or anything, but it's like
no, it's not beef. I don't have beef with nobody.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not beef, but as men, again, I think when certain things are said and done, I think it's best for us to just never, come across each other again because again, we're men and that's fine. Everything,
sure.
Relationships you outgrow each other.
Yeah, I hate that people make it deeper than that. If someone explains
it's
like
not
that.
for me. It's not, man. I had to do a lot of work on myself, internally and just mentally and spiritually as well, to get to a space where I wasn't feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've removed the ego from it. And again, like I said, everything to the chin, nothing to the heart. I don't take it personal. It is what it is. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't take it personal. It is what it is. But we can't do this though.
Absolutely.
Nah, it's never again, I could control myself, but I'm just scared of myself at the same time because I know the type of thoughts that I have and the type of energy that still is inside of me. But I do a great job of putting that to the back burner. I'm an older guy now. Beef is corny to me.
Absolutely.
I'm not beefing with nobody black. I'm not doing that.
Right. What about?
Not bro. I'm all love. I got my partner, him and my partner look just alike. So you know what I'm saying? That's my brother. So you know what I'm saying? It's just all love. But I just, it's just certain energy that's just not, it's not in me no more, man.
Absolutely.
And again, life is great, man.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? So I can't. I have no reason.
Big respect.
Yeah, I have no reason to have no animosity in my heart. But to answer your question,
I love the answer.
Nah, that chapter is closed. It's done.
What's the biggest thing you did learn from being on that podcast as a podcaster? Like what did you take? What did you and Rory take from that and into y'all and go? You know what? We did learn this and take this from this, and now we utilize this a lot now. Game wise,
to be transparent with each other, whether it's business, whether it's personal. Like me and Rory have the same accountant. You know what I'm saying? Like it's we don't hide nothing from each other. That was a big thing for us going into it. It was like, bro, a lot of things me and Rory don't even have to talk about. We laugh at like, nigga, we don't even have to talk about that. That's
fire.
You know what I mean? And that's just the way we move. We just we have that type of relationship where the trust is is there, the respect is there. And I think once you have that, you know, beautiful things can happen as long as we trust and respect each other. You have room for a lot of other shit to grow and to happen. So I think, you know, the one thing that we took from that situation was to be very honest with each other, to be very, very truthful with each other, to be very open with each other. Vulnerability is key. In anything that you're doing, be vulnerable with each other. As far as your partners and the people you work with, be vulnerable with each other and be honest with each other. And I think that was one of the things that we took from that situation was like, yo, we not repeating that. And anytime it feels like that energy is present, we addressing it immediately.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not gonna give that any room because it's a cancer.
Yeah.
Essentially, like when we, you know, there's a lot of things that we saw and peeped. That turned into be a killer. It was a cancer. It was like we should have cut that. As soon as we saw that, we were supposed to cut that off. So we're not gonna let that build and manifest into something bigger. So I think that was one of the things we took. If it's an issue, if we have anything on our mind, as far as business, we very open, honest.
Keep it
everything is
right there.
It's things that, you know, Rory called me and be like, yo, you cool with this? And I just laugh. I'm like, dog, we ain't gotta. Nigga, you know I'm cool. Go ahead, man. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but I respect that because you know the situation we came from. It's like, bro, we not repeating that. Like, that energy is not present between me and you. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one of the things I took from that. Just being vulnerable with each other.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Y'all ever had the same groupie?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
How do y'all handle that?
I don't. I met a young. I spoke about this on the show before. I met a young lady on the road a few years ago, and she was obviously a fan. Came to the show and expressed that.
Somebody neither one of y'all met before?
No, we never met her before.
Okay, so like no pre-DM shit, like y'all coming to the city?
Never.
Okay.
Met her at the show, whatever. Hung out after the show. We went out to the club and all that. Had a good time. Came back to the room. We hooked up, but that feeling was so crazy to me because I'm like, one, I don't even know this girl.
Okay.
And two, it's like she thinks she knows me based off of her show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but it's like we hooking up, you know, cool, good time or whatever. But then it's like now that we laying here, it's like, oh, you a fan because everything you talking about is shit that you saw or heard on a show.
Of course, yeah.
And I'm sitting in the bed like, I don't want to talk about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, yo, what are you? It's like if you would have group me and she saw, yo, when you wrote that song and you said this, it's like, yo, shorty, I don't want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we even talking about that? Like, but looking back, it's like, what else was she supposed to talk about?
What else she supposed to talk about, nigga?
She's intrigued.
She don't know me.
Yeah.
So, and I vowed from that day, never again.
Did she talk to Rory? The same chick?
No, she didn't. That was just a groupie thing. But me and Rory have had like, you know, girls that like him and they like me, and then it's like, oh, we hanging out, and it's like, oh, yo, I like him. It's like, yo, go talk to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't. You think I give a fuck? Like, I'm about to go back to my room and watch First 48 and go to sleep. Like, I don't. I'm just. But again, I'm the older guy. I'm the vet. I'm the. You know, I'm the old head in the room. I'm man. So it's like now I'm just like I look at them. I'm like, man, y'all go have a ball, man. I'm going back. Y'all know what I'm doing. My night always ends with a shower and TV, bro. Like, I don't care about having company and chasing. I've been outside for some summers, man.
Yeah, for sure.
This shit ain't nothing new to me, but it's all fun. It's all fun.
You saying you never cranking a fan again though, because of that moment?
Never again. Damn. I will never do it.
Damn.
But
you're strong. You're a strong man.
But I've always been like that though. Like not on some groupie shit. I was never really the meet hook up tonight guy.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Even as a young cat,
you like one night stands.
You wasn't spontaneous.
I was never really like that.
Okay.
And it's funny because I think back and I'm like, yo, I never was really with that. Like I was never really with the, yo, man, what's up? Where you from? Yo, come on, you trying to go?
Right.
It's like, I just, again, I like hanging out with girls. I was always cool with the cute girls in school. We always, but I was never to meet a woman right now. Yo, I'm trying to go fuck her right now. I was never that, bro. Like
talk to her a little bit.
I've done it.
Right.
Because naturally just it happens, but it's just like I never go out with that intent. Like I see dudes go up like, yo, I gotta get some pussy. And I'm like, yo, how y'all niggas outside this horny right now? Like,
what I'm saying, what if she throw it to you immediately though? You still be chilling?
Even now I'm just like, yo, ma, like I'm not that guy. Yeah, 100%. Oh, I pop my shit. I'm like, yo, ma, I'm not that. Who you think? I'm not no pop off.
I'm not a fucking slut.
Yeah, I'm not, no real talk. I get that off. That's gangster. I get that off. I be like, yo, who you think you talking to?
That's
like,
fucking hilarious.
You think you can just meet me right now? Just go. I'm gonna just put the pipe in you? Yeah, like I'm like
flip the script.
You have to.
Get your fucking hands off of me.
You have to. But you know what's crazy? That turns them on even more.
It kind of do though, yeah. Little
when
bit
they be
of
like,
resist.
"Oh, you think that?" Like no nigga ever turn. I ain't just no nigga.
Yeah, and now the ass coming at you 90 miles per hour the next day.
Crazy.
It's kind of playing games.
It's crazy, but I'm not though. I'm really being like, yo, I'm not really
the game
into
you
that.
putting down,
Like I
up,
like to, bro. I'm. You know what it is, bro. I like because I like connecting with women and like really getting like laughing, having a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then it's like
that's priceless. Yeah,
I've had enough sex to know, like, bro. Once I get past this horny moment,
yeah.
I'm gonna be looking at her like I don't even really like this shit.
Like you
I've
did
been
that
there
groupie.
too many times.
Yeah, it's like I don't, shorty. Like I don't. Your smile is kind of nasty.
Yeah.
Your feet looking ugly. Like
doing
That right there
doing
made me
boomerang
calm
shit.
the fuck down for a while.
You have
because
to, bro.
I went through that one too many times where I was like, I don't like this for real.
And then
so I was like, let me just chill.
And then when I have sex, bro, I like to get
Trying
nasty.
to get down. Trying to get
I like.
down.
So if I don't know you like that, it's like I don't know your Carfax. It's like yo, I can't just.
Right.
I can't just start licking on shorty and the homies uptown. It's like yo, you did what with her? Like
kiss every nigga at the party.
yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm
That's
not.
real, that's real.
And my ego is not like yo, shorty on me. No, she's on every nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, she was on me. She was
respect
feeling. No, nigga, she was like that with every nigga the last 3 Sundays at this party.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that's how I go. So once you get away from that, stop being horny and just try to connect and have fun.
Yeah.
I think the sex is better.
Respect, man.
But you a nasty nigga, so you just Sy's
I'm trying to slow down, man. I'm working on myself, man.
Sy's a nasty nigga, man. This nigga songs is crazy. He be talking crazy.
I got some wild shit. I'm gonna hit you with off later.
Oh,
nah. Before we get out of here, man. What are you most unapologetic about? Not sorry about? And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna leak this record to you a little bit. But
what am I most not sorry about?
Yeah.
I'm not sorry about my stance on like always having morals and always having integrity with anything I say and do. Like it's real easy to a lot of people make it to their destinations, but you look in their book bag and they lost their morals and integrity a long time ago. I was able to reach my goals and my destinations with my morals and my integrity still in my bag.
Facts.
So that's one thing that I'm not sorry about that. It's a lot of things I could have done.
Right.
It's a lot of things that I could have parted with to I guess money and things that people think is, valuable. But, I think it's gangster when, I walk in the room like, yeah, you got more money than me, nigga, but your morals is nasty. You snaked your man. You slimed your man.
Nasty, real nasty.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I love that because I'm able to drag my dick. Like,
Right,
nigga, you a
right.
clown.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't
Real
care how
talk.
much money you got. Like, money.
Right.
That's for the hoes to care about. I never cared about what was in the man's pocket.
Real talk.
What's your integrity like? What's your morals like? How they embrace you when you go to them areas?
Real talk.
Facts.
How they talk about you when you leave a room?
Power. What's your
You see what I'm
impact?
saying?
What's
Yeah,
your
like
impact, little
that's
nigga?
the shit that I was. But again, I come from a different upbringing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to me, that's the fly shit.
That's
like,
what matters. Yeah.
a bunch of niggas could get a rollie.
Yeah.
A bunch of niggas get a bust down chain and all
Yeah,
that. A
real
lot
talk.
of you niggas cannot sit at certain tables though.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all can't walk in certain rooms.
Real talk.
The homies, the big homie,
Yeah.
look at me and salute me in the spot. And niggas be like, yo, what the fuck?
Right.
But when you have your morals and your integrity, your moral compass is gonna always get you to your destination, bro. I tell you all the time, my moral compass has never failed me. It has never failed me, bro.
Good,
Never.
Good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Salute, man. Respect, brother.
My God,
Yeah.
love.
Besides our shit, of course, what are some of your favorite podcasts that you like to?
$1 million worth of game. Gilly and Wallow. Shout out to Gilly for showing me the first podcast in person. Rory and Mal. I love they shit for real. They shit is like super entertaining. Plus meeting Mal in person, kicking it with him in the A, seeing them do it live and shit. I think them niggas is real professional. I fuck with Drink Champs, Joe Buttons.
Is it illegal for you to name a white podcast? Is that?
I fuck with Joe Rogan real tough.
Okay.
Joe Rogan. I say, Mason Cam. But fucking, it is what it is. That's my shit. Ocho and motherfucking Shannon Sharp.
What is that? Is that Nightcap?
That fucking nightcap. That shit is
Fire.
Fire. I think Howard Stern to me is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Podcaster, whatever. That's the GOAT to me. Yo, I honestly like what Mandy and them are doing. Even though I know that's the homie with horrible decisions, they do a good job. Like a lot of her takes is wild and shit, but like I think she's a really good podcasting woman. Like out here doing her thing.